welcome. Sorry, I was busy chatting away and I didn't realize the timer had reached 0. My bad. The timer actually starts counting up after 0. I don't know how to make it not do that. I guess because it's like my own, the timer is actually live split, like the speed running timer. So I don't really know like how it works really. I can just basically have it functional. Come back down to chat. Should I just do a stream where I just chat? Yours didn't do that. On live, are you on live split as well? How did you do that? Did you stop at 0? Is there, maybe there's settings, but I don't like touching the settings of live split. It gets all weird. You don't use live split. Yeah, see, that's why. That's why. It's like a web source. That seems too. No, cause no. The thing is, I use my timers also for like for example, I use it for like this, right? And then I use it for this. Okay, there's not that doesn't exist. I pressed the button. It doesn't exist. But yeah, it's I use it for other things. Okay, so that's why it's like that. I used to have more timers. I think like I used to have like the one where I switched the Joy-Cons on my hands. Like, you know, I put the left Joy-Con in my right hand and vice versa. But obviously I don't do that now because I haven't touched a Joy-Con in many years. I didn't stream live since March last year. You streamed Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom came out? Is that really the last time you streamed? That's a longer time ago than I thought. I swear you streamed like Fortnite or something something like that. But maybe that was also a very long time ago. Time really just goes by. But yeah. What is even the last non-Genshin game I streamed? I think it was Tears of the Kingdom. Unless I streamed something like last Halloween. But I don't think I've streamed a proper game since Tears of the Kingdom. Oh no, Scarlet and Violet? Was that last? No, that wasn't. Was that last fall? If it was, then that's what I streamed, but I don't remember. Welcome in, nerd. Good morning to you too. You should do Breath of the Wild challenge runs. It's all been done before. I don't know. And I'm too bad to do the mods, honestly. Like I'm just I tried doing the what's it called? Relics of the Past or something like that, that really hard one. I tried doing that and I was terrible. I was terrible. And one of the developers came in and he like was like, "Oh, you're just going into the Divine Beast like that." I was like, "What do you mean? Am I supposed to prepare?" So I was supposed to prepare. So I'm just a very unprepared person in games, so I just did it wrong. And welcome in, T. How are you? Yeah, it was very hard. I think I'm just a very like when I play games, I'm just not strategic at all. That's why I'm not good at puzzle games. I just don't think things through, especially when I'm streaming. I'm operating at like 5% brain capacity, so it's like even harder. So I just don't think I can. I just don't think I can do it. Like it was just too hard. But I like to think I'm not like that good at Breath of the Wild. I think I just played it a lot, you know, like I have a lot of game knowledge, but then also like when you enter Relics of the Past, it's like it's like all the stuff is in different places, you know. It's I can't just like there's a lot of different there's a lot of different what am I trying to say? Like everything is different. Like a lot of things are changed. It just doesn't work properly. Also, I don't know if you can see on my stream, but like, do you see this like line here? I woke up this morning and I had this like abrasion, like right here. What's up with that? You see it? Okay, with the camera film. Like, what happened? Like, I swear it wasn't there yesterday. Do you think I like scratched myself in the face in the night? Like with what? Like with my own nail? Like, how could that happen? I don't understand. I was sleeping like on a pillow, and there's nothing like scratchy around me, you know? Sometimes I wear like my wrist braces when I'm sleeping, but I didn't even wear them last night, so I couldn't even scratch myself on that. Like I don't really know what happened. Maybe it's just like some sort of allergic reaction or something. I have no idea. But yeah, that's new. I literally don't know what it is. It's not even like a sky. It's like it looks like very like red and it really looks like a braised. But I'm not really sure how that could happen. Also, recently, what's been really bothering me is that I only have I have like only one like good light. Like I have a ring light on this side, but it's not as bright. But it's never really an issue because the natural light comes in from this side, so it usually like evens out. But you can see there's like a bit of a shadow. You know, the microphone makes a shadow on this side. So I'm like, maybe I do need two of my nice lights. You know, so then it's like it's bright on either side. You know, so there's no shadows. So maybe that's I need. I haven't bought like because I've been streaming for a while now, and I kind of like upgraded everything on my stream within the first like 6 months. I would say 6 months to a year. I kind of got everything, every like technology item I would need for stream, you know, and everything's at quite at a level where it's like I don't really need anything better than that. But maybe I could, for the first time in a long time, I could buy a stream upgrade. You need to shave before uni, but you're too lazy to get up. It must suck to have to shave. I feel like that. I feel like I couldn't live like that. Like I don't know. It just seems like it's very annoying. Very annoying for guys. You just shave so often, right? I don't know how often. I guess it depends on the person. But like, imagine if you have to shave like every day, or you just look really stubbly. Like that just seems like very annoying. Like I'm glad I don't have this on my face. Like I guess I probably spend a lot more time on like personal maintenance than most guys probably. But like but like I feel like I don't have the shaving, so I guess I have that for me. I never really considered this. Um Also difficult because you haven't changed the razor blade in a year and a half. Yeah, you should probably change the razor blade. I don't know much about razors, but like I think you should. That seems like it's way past its due, especially for something you're using on your face. You don't know how to change the blade. Don't you just take off the top part and then change the or like I think you just get a new head for it, no? Um yeah, but razors are really expensive. I was like looking at them recently, and like the ones that are actually fancy, like you can like yeah, you can like detach the head, not like the disposable one. Um those are really expensive. In Walmart, they're like behind the glass. Walmart has everything behind like the glass thing. I'm like, I guess people are so stealing stuff from Walmart. But like even like stuff like the teeth whitening strips are in the glass. I'm like, is this really that valuable that it has to be in the glass? Like, what are these? And then like, I think it's a lot of like toothbrush heads, like electric toothbrush heads and stuff like that, are all behind the glass. It doesn't really seem that valuable. Shopify started keeping the razor blades behind the counter. Yeah, it's I. So many things are like behind the glass, so I just don't bother buying anything that's behind the glass because it's like too much of a hassle to like find the shop person and then like get them to open it because I could never find a Walmart employee. You know, it's like it's very understaffed, I guess. So I just didn't bother. But I usually just buy all those things on Amazon instead because it's like you don't have to deal with you don't have to deal with the security tags or whatever. Electric toothbrush heads are expensive. I buy mine from Costco. And it's not too bad. I think they are quite expensive, but I use it a bit longer than it says I should use it. So I think it's fine. Because honestly, like my toothbrush has like a warning that says like you should replace the toothbrush head now. Also, it's becoming very sunny. It says that you should replace the toothbrush head now. And then, but then like when I look at it, it's like fine. I'm like, really? I'm not like that aggressive about it, you know? So like I think they like my dentist always tells me to brush very gently. Like don't like if you're using electric toothbrush, don't press down. Just let it glide across the teeth. So I do that. So my toothbrush heads aren't that like I say just get a little bit more use out of them, you know? Why not? I just need a membership card to get into Costco. Yeah, I was actually I think who was it? I think I was talking about it with like Key, and then he was saying like it's only like in the UK your Costco's are only business Costco's. I don't think you guys have like a normal person Costco. So it's a bit different than it is here. So that's too bad for you. You don't get the $1.50 hot dogs. Do you think that's really weird? No, because it's very like you get a lot of good deals. Like it's very discounted. So I guess like to offset the the prices that you have to pay for a membership. But my mom pays for a membership, so I just use hers and it's fine. But Costco food court is really good. Like it's $1.50, so that's about I would say less than a pound for a hot dog and a drink. And the drink has infinite refills. I'm not really like a soda drinker, but like it's pretty good. All their food is very cheap, and the price never goes up, even in like 20 years. And welcome in, Bear. Hope you're doing well today. Also, it's way too bright. When do you think the sun will move? Do you think the sun will move? Like, I guess I could just like lean forward a bit. Hello. I think maybe the sun will move in like 30 minutes, right? How long does the sun take to move across the world? What is the can we calculate this? I don't want the sun shining in my face. I'll just lean forward a bit. It's fine. Zoomed in. I'll just stream like this. Hello, everyone. It's too close. Meal deal of a lifetime. It really is. It really is. And the hot dog is pretty big. Like it's not like a small hot dog. It's like it's a pretty decent size. Your room is brighter than my future. Yeah, I got a lot of morning sun. I'm like east facing, right? So the sun is always shining in my face in the morning, which is great because I'm a morning person. And I have so many meetings in the morning, and the sun is like blinding me during my morning meetings, which is great. I think I need some blinds that I like clip over because these blinds, they're not blocking anything, okay? They're like the illusion of privacy, but like it really doesn't block any light. It just like I have very translucent blinds. They're a bit thicker in the bedroom, but not even really. Like it's still pretty bright in the morning, but I can sleep through that. And welcome in, man. I do not know what that means, and it better not be weird. But yeah, it's oh wait, the sun went away. We're chilling. The sun is behind the clouds. I can relax now. I can sit back how I'm supposed to with my remember everyone, don't crane your neck forward when you're at the computer. My Pilates instructor has been on my case about this. Make sure if you touch the bottom where your neck meets your head, it should be like pushed back. So everyone, make sure you're putting your head back. Bye bye, Miju's port. Yeah, I don't want to be that close. I think my camera looks better from farther back. Is it? I have a filter. Oh. That's not what it looks like. Not what it actually looks like normally. Please focus. Okay. Which is great. I'm a big fan of my skin smoothing filter on my camera. Highly recommend this camera. Which is like honestly like I don't even consider it like cheating because it's like it just allows me to wear like less makeup. Like I don't want to like pile on. Like I'm not a big fan of wearing too much makeup on my skin because I have like pretty decent skin to begin with. So like I don't want to have like huge like caked on makeup, you know? It just seems like uncomfortable and probably bad for your skin. It's probably a never-ending cycle, you know? Like if you have bad skin, you pile on makeup and then it blocks your pores and then you have worse skin. Like it seems like a whole process. So I just don't bother with that. And then if you have like the smelt filter, you can just like I could probably just not wear any makeup on my skin. It actually would be fine as well. But it's fine. Actually, that's not true. If like speaking of my really bright light, it's like it makes you really shiny. So some powder is necessary. You do get some exfoliator. Your pores are huge. Oh no, it's okay. That's just like I think that's just how pores look, you know? like I was like I felt I used to when I used to go on Reddit a lot more. Um, I still go on Reddit a lot, but I deleted the app, so I just go on like the browser, so I don't just scroll like the homepage, right? But I kept getting like more and more like skincare subreddits coming on, and then people would post on the subreddit, and they'd be like, "Why does my skin look so bad? Like, why are my pores so noticeable?" And everyone's like, "Bro, like you just have normal skin. Like you need to stop looking at like filtered Instagram photos and just look at real people's faces. Like that you just have normal skin." Which is a fair point. Like I feel like I was like whenever I post on I don't post on Instagram anymore, but like when I did, I would always smooth out my skin, right? Cuz like you're like why not? Um but then like when I take a photo like without any filters or anything on it, I'm like wow, this is so HD. Like you could see like every pore, every imperfection on your face. Like cameras are too sharp. So now like I feel like it's just like it just looks wrong now if you like just look at like your normal face under like a HD camera. It just doesn't look right. I'm not a fan. I think cameras are too cameras are too clear. Should not be like that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my mom like I didn't see my mom last week because she was in Niagara Falls. But she was telling me all about it when she came back. Apparently, it's very the city around Niagara Falls is like very it's like kind of like it's like a huge tourist trap. Like as you can imagine, it's kind of like Vegas. Like there's like it's kind of like a theme park kind of thing like around Niagara Falls. Um, which I did not know. There's like casino. Um there's like rides. There's like a haunted house. So like I don't know what's up with that, but I do want to see Niagara Falls once. Like, but then I'm like, what will I do like in the East Coast? I guess I could go to New York. Actually, I think that'd be a better option for me. I could go to New York and I could go to Broadway. I think New York is really gross. No offense to anyone from New York. I went one time and it was really gross. Especially there's just a lot of garbage. Like there was actually so much garbage. Um, so but I think I could just go to Niagara Falls and then go see some Broadway shows. I think that'd be fine. That'd be like a fine trip. Cause like where else am I gonna go? Like Toronto? Like I don't know. Doesn't seem that exciting. Science gone too far, but science also gave us skincare, so it's not too bad. I don't really like exfoliating too much. I'm not a huge exfoliating fan. Um, it always like I have really like sensitive skin, so even if I exfoliate like so gently, it's like my skin is like really red after. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this. Like maybe just not like this. You tried going into the woods last time to see the northern lights, but I can't get far enough from the light pollution. Stumbled around the woods in pitch black with a headlamp. Oh my gosh, that sounds like an adventure. At least you got a fun time out of it. Yeah, it's. I think we've been having lots of northern lights around here as well, but like you have to go quite far to be able to actually see any northern lights. But there was one night where I think it was in May, because I was at my mom's house and you could see it, but I was sleeping. Like or northern lights always happen like obviously at night, and I'm always sleeping. Like I'm in bed at 9:30. Like I'm not gonna go outside at 2 a.m. to see northern lights. Like I'll go to I'll go to Iceland one day and I'll just see the northern lights there. It's probably better there anyway than like from my house in Vancouver. But yeah, there's always a lot of like sky stuff going on. I feel like I can never there must be like a newsletter or something like that. Like they're like, oh, there's like a blood moon this day. There's like a blue mega moon or something that I'm like, what? There's always stuff happening. So I just can't keep track of this. And welcome in Frida. You're asleep before 11 every night. Same, same. If I stay up late, it's like 10:30. Like I'm like, wow, I'm up late. It's 10:30. I should sleep. I'm definitely more of I'm definitely more of a I'm definitely not a late night guy. And welcome in a stat. Everything well? 10:30 is late for me too. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. We just live that like grandma, old person lifestyle, you know? Which is nothing wrong with that, you know? And welcome in, Bear. Here out of my own free will with the 80 stream streak. Definitely. No one's forcing you to be here. There's no consequences if you decide to not show up. You won't, nothing bad will happen to you. No, everything got today, Bear. Yeah, 10:30 is crazy. That's like a crazy night, no? Actually, I had trouble. Like I was like going to the Canucks game. Canucks games run from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And I don't live like downtown, right? Like so like I have to like get home after that. I was like the prospect of being downtown at 9:30 p.m. and not getting home till like late. I was like, like is that should I go? Should I see the Connect? That's so late, and it's a weeknight. Like, what am I gonna do? But I did go, and it would end up fine. I was okay. I was mostly awake. I got kind of tired like part way through because I was like, I just feel like I'm like out of it. I'm like, yeah, this is a long game. Like usually I don't pay attention for the whole game if it's like if I'm watching Canucks, But it's okay. Next time I'll just get a snack. And usually, like, that usually keeps me happy. Like, I've been to 2 Whitecaps games, and usually the snack gets me going through the second half. Like, I'm like, in the second half, I'm like this is long, But the snack keeps me going. Canucks. Why? You don't like the Canucks, Bear? This is a Canucks stream. We're Canucks supporters here. Do you like watching the Canucks or the Whitecaps more? Also, welcome in my show. Pretty well today. Canucks is way more exciting. Sorry. I will die on this hill. Hockey is so much more exciting to watch than soccer. But I've said this before. The one thing I really like about the Whitecaps games is that when someone scores, um, they'll say like, say the person who scores a Ryan goal, the captain, right? They'll say like, goal, whatever, scored by number, whatever, they'll say the information about the goal, and then they'll be like, Ryan, and then everyone in the audience has to shout, gold, and then they'll go, Ryan, gold, Ryan, gold, and then they say like, and then the announcer says, thank you, and then everyone says, you're welcome. And it's so funny. It's like so stupid, but that's my favorite part. I think it's a great time. But they don't score that much in soccer. It's cold season in Vancouver. Like the sickness or like it's cold out? Because it is cold out. I walked my dog yesterday and it's quite cold and the leaves are so like orange and yellow. It's very autumn. Soccer is boring, but you don't watch hockey either. Hockey isn't popular down here. Yeah, I mean hockey is very popular up here, so it's a bit of like when we were in the Stanley Cup, like it was a cultural event here, And if we make it to the finals and they don't win the finals, there's riots. Like actual riots, like stuff on fire, glass breaking riots. But yeah, I'm not a big sports watcher either. I only watch it if I'm forced to. How am I? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Soccer is amazing. Been to one in Mexico. Yeah, I'm like it's okay to watch. I wasn't as bored as I thought. Like playing or watching soccer. Like cuz I think it's more exciting when you're there. And I was the Whitecaps goalie is Japanese. So I was happy about that, But he's not good. He kept letting in a lot of goals. Like I've seen him twice now, and he lets in so many goals. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're like dishonoring Japan, sir. There was a riot in '94, and again in I think 2010 or 2011. I remember I was in elementary school. It was a thing. Did you take part? No, I was not born, and then also like 11 or 12, so no, I did not take part. Used to love playing soccer. I used to hate playing soccer. um, I I played soccer when I was like, I want to say like 12, something like that. And playing soccer. Sorry, I'm recovering from a cold still. My very yeah. When I played soccer, then it's like I live in a very rainy city, and we would play soccer in the rain. It would be freezing cold, and the ball would be like when you're that cold and the ball is that cold, when you get hit by the ball, it like bruises. I'm like, I'm not having a good time. Like I don't enjoy soccer enough to endure just playing in the rain like all the time. It's freezing. My mom is on the sideline. She's wearing a down jacket. She has an umbrella, and I'm out here in like a shirt under a t-shirt, okay? Like, and I'm wearing like leggings and shorts. Like, it's cold, okay? And I'm not running hard enough to warm myself up because I'm not trying. Like, so it's not fun when you live in a very terrible weather place. Like, if I lived in a nice weather place, I think it would have been a lot more tolerable. You can't badmouth football on the same day that your club secured promotion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Good congrats to your club. Your team won, but you like Vancouver too. It must be nice winning once. We don't know this feeling. 0 Stanley Cups. I know. I know. But Canucks used like they were okay back then, and then they sucked for a while. You know, Canucks were really bad for a while, but they're getting good again. So honestly, that's fine by me. I'm not very invested in the like I'm not invested in their success that much, but like it's nice that they're getting better. But that means the tickets are really expensive now. Like I only went to that game because it was a preseason game. It's much cheaper. But I've never. That was actually my first time going to a Canucks game. I'd never been. I'd only been to like the lower level, like I think it's called AHL or like the lower league. I've only been to that one. 10 degrees Celsius is cold to you? Oh no, that means you must live in a warm place. That must mean that's why you like playing soccer. You live in a warm, sunny, nice place, you know? But I guess you also have the opposite problem where it's like too hot to play, no? Like sometimes sometimes you play and it's like too hot. That's also bad. We often have to wait for the snowplow to clear the football pitch before you could train. Oh my god, that sounds terrible. Also, welcome in, Skip John. I feel like I just got caught up in the hockey talk. WCHL. Okay, yeah. I watched the Vancouver Giants. I think that must be what they're part of. Texas. Yeah, that explains it. But yeah, it must also suck when it's really hot out. Because I watched a bit of the Euros, right? And like they also like they had to play like when it's really hot out, no? Or they have to wait till it's nighttime, so till it's cooler. I think it's the same in like the Olympics and stuff, right? You love hockey, but you didn't get hockey till late here. Are you one of the newer teams? I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm from Canada, so I guess it's just part of it, you know. I'm the least hockey fan in my family. Like, obviously, like my brother is super into hockey, and he like played hockey and stuff. So my mom got into hockey from like watching my brother play hockey. So she's like really into it. I don't know. I think you have to get used to. I think you get used to the heat, like people get used to the cold. I feel like I don't know. Yeah, that's like unfathomable for me because for me, I'm so bad with heat. Like I just feel like I could never get used to it. Hockey was big when we went to go play soccer in the Yukon. Oh my god, the Yukon. You had to go shave now. I'll come back when I look 5 years younger. Okay, good luck. Don't cut yourself with your dirty old razor. Spanish football games also go really late. They start at like 10. I mean, that makes sense. It must be way too hot. But yeah, I could never be a Spanish soccer fan at that point. Then I'll be asleep. I didn't say hi to you either. I probably responded to your message. I probably just didn't say hi. You didn't say hi either, Mush. Okay, let's watch the clip. You feel the same about cold. Yeah, I guess it just depends where you grew up. But the problem is, I'm from the Pacific Northwest, right? So like, we don't get really hot weather, nor do we get really cold weather. Like, it doesn't really go below 0 that much. Like, it doesn't go below like freezing that much. It doesn't snow much here. So I think I'm like ultra like spoiled in temperature. So I don't know. Whitehorse is a nice place to get good weather, but the mornings are cold. Does Yukon really get good weather? That's crazy. Okay, let's watch the clip. Let's see what we get. You said hi. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I said hi and you didn't hear. I don't remember. Swimming. Please, Alex, sleep. Yeah, I think you. And it's burnt out. This is a nothing clip. Sorry. There's a lot of like accidental clips. Let's get it. Let's get a good one. No, we didn't. Shoot. What happened? Ah, man. Okay. I can't. The problem with avoiding every trainer is that when you go back, you're not sure which ones you fought over. I think I ran into a trainer. I was trying to avoid it. She did say hi to my show. I vividly remember it. Gastrodon. Let's go. I choose you. Squish. What? Hi. Who is that? I'm Elon and Marcus Jeff. Hear that. Is Elon richer than Jeff now? Some of my clips are really quiet. Some of my clips are really loud. So this is gonna be a whole journey, you know. Sorry. Sorry, it's gonna be eerily silent until I find one. Let's find a good one. Last Pokemon game you played then. Ah! Find a good one. I really should do the thing where I remove all the 30-second clips because I think Tentacle. That's real. I know that one. Great. Need JRPG lovers in here. I'm sure this is. Oh!
Oodles of objects.
Oh, wait.
We love Katamari.
No way. No way. Let's go. I have this game. Wait, for real? Katamari. Wait, that hairstyle is so cute. I can't wait till my hair is long enough to do that again. About Katamari. Oh my god, I need to play this. What is it? It's not me playing. This is a Switch. This is a Nintendo Direct. You can take selfies.
We love Katamari.
Oh my god. It's blind. That was great. I love Katamari. Your town gets twice the rain of Vancouver? Oh no. That sounds not fun for soccer. Yukon is hot in the summer but cold in the winter. That sounds like the worst of both worlds. That sounds not good. You love Pokemon? I love Pokemon too. In some ways. I love Pokemon in some ways. I think the games have kind of gone downhill a little bit, but I love Pokemon, like the characters. Like I love the Pokemons. Remember how fun things were when you played games? What game do you want me to go back to? What is this? You played on dirt fields. Oh, we had some like, yeah, we definitely had dirt fields as well. And then like, I think our training field was like dirt or like I think maybe it was gravel. Like, not gravel, but like it was not. I don't know what it was. It was kind of like that as well. And then you kick up so much dust. It's the worst. The worst part of the northern cities is that they get really hot in the summer and also the mosquitoes go crazy. That sounds like that. There's probably a reason why the majority of the population lives like almost in America, you know? So that's probably why. It's uninhabitable. It's inhabitable. Is that the word? You're from Alaska? You're right by the northern border of BC and Yukon. Oh, I have been to Alaska. Fun fact about me. I went on a cruise once when I was a kid, and then we went to Alaska. It was, I don't really remember much about it. You wish it was multiplayer? I mean, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's multiplayer. It's really glitchy, but it kind of works in multiplayer. Your main field with grass, they've since replaced with artificial turf. But we've often had away games on gravel pitches. Yeah. There's such a mix of. I wasn't on a good soccer team, so we probably didn't get like the best fields. I don't know. Only female mosquitoes bite you. That's true, but you know, like I don't like mosquitoes in general. But yeah, so I used to get like the worst mosquito bites when I was a kid. I would get like my mosquito bites would like swell up like really big. But I haven't had that in a while, so maybe I'm no longer that reactive to them, or I just don't get bitten by mosquitoes that much now. You practice in fields full of sticker burrs? What? Is the grass really long or something? No, no seams? No seams? What's that? And welcome in, Mitch. We're doing well today. But yeah, I'm not. I'm no longer. I stopped doing. I only played like. I only played like 2 years of soccer and then I quit. I was not that. I was not that excited about it. and then I just did like. I did some dance classes later in my high school years, and then I just quit all sports altogether because I was like, why? So I didn't do any sports after that. They're really small biting insects. That's the worst. Any biting, stinging, sort of bugs are unwelcome. They're very unwelcome in my vicinity. Not that tall, just had them growing everywhere out here. So they're like always sticking to you. That's annoying. Horseflies suck too. Oh yeah, those bites are like the worst, no? Midgets? What are midgets? Is this more bugs? Can we just agree that they're all kind of bad? Like, like I feel like they're all kind of bad. That's why I'm like high enough up that I no longer get like spiders. There's no spider. I don't get any like land insects, but oh, we get so many like stink bugs. And remember I was taking pictures of the bugs, and there was a crane fly in my house, and I thought it was a massive mosquito. I was very scared, but it's apparently was a crane fly. Um, it's too many bugs. And I found that one carpet beetle on my pillow. Haven't seen any other carpet beetle since, so I think I'm safe from an infestation. I think it just somehow made its way in. Briefly back to say, I found the button that takes the razor head off. Let's go. That's step 1. Step 2 is buying another razor head. You're watching this fishing documentary, and they had 6-inch mosquitoes in the Siberian Arctic. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just not gonna go. Like, this is why I'm never gonna go to Australia. Like, Australia is not a good. Like, there's too many bugs there. Like, it's not good. Women are bloodsuckers. That's how am I supposed to get my nutrients? What do you mean? I'm iron deficient. I need. I don't think I could eat blood. I can't even do like liver because it tastes too much like blood. I know you can get like cubes of blood. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. Your hoodie looks super cozy. Welcome an Angel. Thank you, thank you. It is, it is. I got it at TwitchCon. But it turns out like a lot of streamers have it. Because it was like on display at TwitchCon, and it's so cute, right? So it's like I feel like it was irresistible. I found out that Tuwanto, the Genshin streamer, has it. Snakes too, yeah, snakes. Whatever, and like anything. Apparently, there's like birds that like try and attack you in Australia as well. So I was like, that's fun. Officially a streamer. I have the uniform. I am now a streamer. If I fell in love with a vampire, I would give her blood. Yeah, I would too. I think I would too. Like if that was the only way they could survive, like I could probably give a certain amount of blood. It depends how much they need to eat, but I could probably there's probably a safe limit where you could just keep giving blood to them. No, like if they could control themselves, they only take like a pint at a time. Like it's probably fine, right? Although like I'm not able to donate blood. because there's like body volume limit. Like it's like your body, like you need to be a certain height and weight, right? Or like you need to be a certain weight for your height, but the shorter you are, the heavier you need to be. So like at my height, I need to be like quite overweight to be able to donate blood because I guess you just have like less blood in your body, which is fair enough. So I've never been able to donate blood. You saw the people juicing, you thought Chicano was here. That looks like a Chicano thing to do. There's a school here in Alaska, and kids were getting attacked by eagles. Oh no! 4 people across Norway got attacked by one eagle last year in like 4 separate towns. What? These eagles, man. I feel like eagles would be terrifying to get attacked by. I'm always very suspicious of birds. Like, not in like a conspiracy theory kind of way, but whenever there's a bird like a little too close, like especially like crows and stuff, I'm like, are you gonna attack me? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're too close. And like I was driving to when I was driving to my mom's house, I was in the driveway, okay? And then like 4 birds like dive bombed my car and they got so close. I was like, you guys are gonna get hit by my car going like very, very slowly in the driveway, you know? Like I don't know what's up with that. There was like a flock. There was like 5 crows. And they all went really close to my car. But I was safe inside my car. It's fine. I just don't want to run over some crows, you know, at like 5 kilometers per hour. I do see eagles. Like, I drove pretty close to America recently. Like, as you go farther south, like to White Rock or whatever, you end up very close to America. And when I was by America, eagles, huge eagle. I was like, wow. Freedom, America, I'm here. One of your friends got pigeon poop in her hair in London. I've been very aware of pigeons since. True, that's also a worry with birds. That's also another reason to be suspicious of birds. Like here, people always get pooped on by seagulls. So if you're like walking around, like especially on like the seawall or like the beach, you might get like I don't want seagulls flying anywhere above me. You know, I think it's quite common. But in the hair will be the worst. I'm a very avid hat wearer. Like I'm always wearing a hat, you know, because it's bright out. So I think that would at least protect me, and it protects me when I'm walking from like bugs. Like sometimes bugs like are like hanging from the trees, but I'm always like keeping the bugs out of my face. You saw a hawk flying over your house once? I don't think we have hawks here, but I could be wrong. We just have like, you know, deer, raccoons, squirrels, bears, coyotes. So those are the main wildlife you'll see around here. And like the ones you have to be scared of are the raccoons, number 1, and number 2, coyotes. I think they're the worst. Like bears can be kind of chill. But like I mean, you don't want to be like near a bear, but like for the most part, they kind of keep to themselves, right? But like raccoons, man. And Kalani, thank you so much for the 36 months. Welcome in. That is a long time. That's a full 3 years. Hope you're doing well. Aside from the deathly amount of work, I'm more of like a, you know, I'm more of like a, if I could, like 20 hours a week working person, you know? That would be ideal. Maybe like one day I'll just be very rich and I could just, you know, I guess retiring early would be the dream. Like I don't know what your, I guess it depends what life decisions I make, you know? I guess you'd be more likely to retire early if you just don't have kids. But if you have like 5 kids, like you're not gonna retire early, like unless you're really rich. But we'll see. We'll see. But my job is pretty chill, so I can't really complain. If I was independently wealthy, I'd never work another day. Yeah, if I like won the lottery or something, I absolutely would not work. Like I know some people will be like, "Wouldn't you be bored?" I wouldn't be bored. Like I would do stuff. Like I would just do stuff with my money. Like if I really wanted to like work or something, I'd just like volunteer or something. Like I would just volunteer. I would have many hobbies. I would attend many classes and then I would just sit at home the rest of the time. Like I'm chilling, you know? I did not have any I'm not the kind I didn't have any problems during like COVID, right? Like during any lockdown, like I was fine. Like I can spend so much time just alone in my house, okay? Although like at the time I was living with family, so that probably helped. But like, you know, I can just like live at home. I'm like a kind of person who I can keep myself occupied. My self worth is in no way, shape, or form tied to my productivity. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I don't think I'm more of a work to live kind of person. I'm basically slave labor at this point. I know 60 hours is crazy. That's like that's like game dev overworking kind of at least you get paid like overtime, not like overtime, but like you get paid like per hour, right? Because I guess like if you're like salary, you don't get overtime. Because like if I work extra hours, I'm not getting anything because I'm salaried. But hopefully you can enjoy that money next year in Japan and Hawaii. I'm so excited to go to Japan. It's so soon now. It's like one, two, one, two. It's basically 3 weeks away at this point. Going to Japan in 3 weeks. I'm very excited. I have lots of. I don't. But I was like, Mom, what are we gonna do when when my aunt and uncle are working? And she was like, We're gonna clean your grandpa's house. I was like, oh. So maybe I shouldn't be excited to go to Japan, but like I still am excited because I'm still getting to enjoy my food, still getting a nice vacation. We're going on a little trip with our family, and I could do some shopping, whatever. But then she said, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean a lot." So it's like, that's great. That's great. My grandma, and like this doesn't sound that bad. Like I don't understand. Like, oh, you could just clean the house. It's my grandma is a hoarder. Okay, she has stuff from like 50 years ago. Like she has piles and piles and piles of stuff. Like cleaning that house is not not a task. Okay, and they would just hire someone to just like throw everything away, but like my grandma hides money everywhere. So like we can't just throw everything away because she could have like $1,000 stashed in the cupboard. Like they've already found like a lot. But there's the possibility that there is more money stashed away. Miju is alive. I am. I am. You'll clean her house. I mean, you can keep half of anything you find if you clean her house. How about that? I'll cut you a deal. But yeah, it will be an experience. I hope I find a huge chunk of money. Like I think that'd be funny. Um, you're officially baby faced again. Welcome back. Do people you don't have to no one has to reveal their age if they don't want to, but like do you guys get mistaken for younger or older? Because for me, I would say like um with people who are familiar, like for people who are either Asian or two like around many Asian people and are like like just are familiar with Asian people. I mean, this is kind of a weird thing to say, but people who say that will be like, oh yeah, you look your age, right? Everyone was like, oh yeah, you look like 25. That's understandable. But people who are white as hell always are like, oh, you look so young. Like, oh my god, you look like you're like 18. I'm like, no, bro, like I'm just Asian. um, Younger always. I mean, I guess that's good. You get mistaken for like a 15-year-old. That's probably not ideal. You're 27 and you look 40. What? Ratsy. Ratsy, I need to you need to moisturize. Do you need some skincare advice? People think I'm younger. It's because I'm old. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Um, you'll be in and out from work. Yeah, I understand. You still get ID'd for Monster Energy. You got ID 200 film rated 15. I mean, okay, to be fair though, like, I don't know if you guys have this rule, but like, we have a rule where it's like anyone who looks under 30, I think, like, even if you think they're like 25, like, anyone, um, just to be safe, you just ID anyone who looks under 30, even though our drinking age is 19. So maybe it's something like that. Like, you were like, oh, you look like you could be like 20, but like, just to be safe, you know? Because that's within like a margin of error. It's your hairline. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess there's not much you could do about that. Or maybe there is. I don't know. You're 28 and you look late 30s because of your beard. It's not what the beard does. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. Do you mind looking late 30s? Same in America. Yeah, they just like, cause like people are so bad at guessing ages. So like, I think it's just like they just to be safe, you know. And welcome in like a star. Hope you're doing well today. Minoxidil. Is that like a hair loss medication? Have you ever considered keeps.com? No, I'm kidding. I don't know anything about that. If they sponsored me though, no, I would have that would be like the least relevant sponsorship for me. Like, what would I do with that? You got ID'd for 15 radio films and whipped out a full driving license. Wow, that's cool, Alex. um, imagine being ID'd. I get ID'd, but it's understandable because I'm, you know, when I was in Japan in April, I didn't see anyone get ID. They don't ID in Japan. It's just they don't really, the drinking culture is like, yeah, you can drink underage. They literally sell like alcohol in vending machines. Like, there's no way to enforce that, you know. But at the point now, if I don't get ID'd, I feel offended because I'm like, do I look that old? That's true. You also like don't want to get not ID'd, you know. Because you're like, what? You think I look like 30? Like, bro. It's for hair growth. Some people use it to grow a beard. Oh, you can use it to grow a beard. Is there like, I don't know much about like the hair loss medication and stuff like that. Does it have a lot of like side effects? Like, I know like I don't know what it would do. Like, because otherwise, why wouldn't everyone be taking it? Your hairline is top notch, but you're afraid you'll start graying soon. But that's easy. That's more easily fixed than a receding hairline. So that's good at least. You're starting to see white hair. Oh no, Maestro. I mean, that's easily fixed. It's like you could just dye it if you want to. But honestly, white hair can look nice. Like, especially like little bit graying hair. People rock that. There's vape vending machines here, but you're only starting to see them in nightclubs, which you have to be 18 to get in. I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. In Japan, they just have them on the street. I saw a vending machine on the street in Japan that had a whole bottle of wine. I was like, who's getting a bottle of wine from the vending machine? Or it might have been sake or something, but like, it was a whole bottle, like a big bottle in there. That's crazy. You haven't been ID'd in 3 years? I mean, fair enough. I don't buy alcohol often, but yeah, I can still get ID'd. I'm fresh faced. My my mom has like a tenant staying with her, and she's 29. She's Japanese as well, and she said she was walking home at night, and then this kid was like thought that they were like also like a peer, like, and they thought she was like 17, and she's like, bro, I'm 29. I'm like, and even like I look at her and I'm like, she doesn't look old or anything, but I'm like, she does not look 17. Like, come on. Must have been the whitest kid ever. I don't know. You see alcohol vending machines this time? They used to be everywhere in Tokyo. Are they gone now? I haven't been around Tokyo in a while. I went to Japan a year and a half ago, like not this spring, but the spring before. But I don't think I was in Tokyo this time. Was I? I can't remember. Oh, sometimes I stop by Tokyo and I visit a friend or something, but go to Japan for vending machine wine. But it must be delicious. Can't lie, get a bottle of wine from a vending machine. I mean, it would be fun just for the novelty of it, you know. How do you personally know if you're in love with someone or if it's just limerence? I don't know. I don't know. I might be the wrong person to ask about this. I don't think there's. Um I think like it's very easy to mistake certain feelings. Like I feel like it depends on your history, you know, cuz I've come to realize like a lot that like the feelings that you can't always trust your gut. Like I think if you're a perfectly healthy person and you haven't had any like relationship issues or trauma in the past, like I think then a lot of times it's like yeah, you just if you just know you know. But I don't think that's the case for many people. For a lot of people, I don't think that's the case. Because you might be like, if you have a really, for example, like a lot of people have a problem where it's like, if you're in a really toxic relationship that's very like rocky and it's very passionate, but it's really toxic, right? If you enter a healthy relationship after, you might feel like there's no spark. You might feel like there's like, you might feel like you might not like the person because it's like boring, because it's like safe, right? It's like, but it's actually like that's actually like good, like that's healthy, right? But if you had this very toxic relationship before, then you might not know. Like you can't just trust your feelings, right? Your feelings can your feelings can be wrong. um, they've been having a lot of issues with public drinking, so they get rid of all of that. That makes sense. Ouija goes so often, it's forgettable where she goes. I just have a bad memory, man. It'd be fun for the wine drinking. That's true. That's true. You met Holly in Tokyo one year, didn't you? I've met them like a couple years. Like I think I met them like 2 or 3 times. But I don't know if I think I met them last time. I cannot remember. I think I did. You don't care about novelty, you just like wine. Sounds like a minion meme. I think yeah, there's I mean if you go to Japan you could just drink anywhere. They don't really care. The drinking age is 20, but they don't card anyone. Maybe they do now, but I don't know. Maybe they will if you're a foreigner. I don't know. There's a lot of bars. There's a lot of bars that are like they don't let foreigners in as well in certain areas of Tokyo. I think toxic relationships are bad. Yeah, no kidding. No, they're great. They're great. In the end, we all go to what we had in our childhood. Exactly. Oh, are you also on the attachment theory? So am I. New minion meme unlocked. Exactly, exactly. What is it? Wine. What? I can't remember what. They always like the thing about wine and then like not liking to exercise and like whatever. I know some Japanese, and the bar tells you no English and de la mienne. Oh yeah, I was reading a Reddit thread recently where a lot of people, even if they're very fluent in Japanese, they'll go to like a restaurant and then they'll like speak Japanese to the person, and the person will like, even if they're Japanese, is like very very fluent, very very like capable, right? Um, the Japanese person will keep trying to talk to them in really bad English, like struggling. Like they'll be like trying so hard, like panicking, like trying to speak English to you. Even though you're speaking Japanese to them, they just don't comprehend that like this white person is or like non-Japanese person is speaking Japanese to them, you know? Although I'm sure some people maybe their Japanese is not as good as they think, so they're just like incomprehensible. I don't know. But that's not really like a problem in Japanese. Like even if you're really bad at pronunciation, you're generally quite understandable. It's not like some languages might not be the case, but in Japanese, even if you're being like konnichiwa, genki desu ka, like even if you're saying that, like you're understandable. Like people like it sounds bad, but like people know what you're saying, you know? Which is a nice thing about Japanese. Um how we were raised is like how we choose our partner. If it was toxic child, do you like toxic? Because it feels like home to us. Yeah. I think a lot of past experiences and a lot of how you were raised is affects your relationships, friendships in your current time. I agree. Your anime Japanese will be popular. Popular in what way? With who? You made the minion meme and it's in the Discord? Okay. I'm sure Istat will love that. But yeah, it's lots of I feel like we're having like two very different conversations right now. Yeah, I think it's yeah, I feel like Japan's very like very unique in that way. Like it's very like people are well intentioned or they're polite, but um I've heard a lot of stories from foreigners and like obviously I don't have this problem because like I look Japanese and I sound Japanese. Um so, you know, I don't get treated as a foreigner, but I've definitely heard a lot of stuff about foreigners. But I don't know if it's like obviously it's not obviously people a lot of people go to Japan and have a great time. Um you probably won't run into this kind of stuff, you know? Your main problem is that people think you're dumb. Yeah, they do. Cause my Japanese is like I sound very fluent, but I have like the vocabulary of a 5-year-old, and I'm like I don't know what anyone's saying, you know. Um, if they start using like an advanced word, you know, like a word that someone who went to school would know, I'm like, what are you saying? And I can't read. We have to call the waiter by going Onicha. Oh god. That'd be like, actually, you might get arrested. I don't know. You gonna spoons tomorrow night? So I might get wine. Spoons wine sounds delicious, Alex. I've been to Spoons a few times now, and Gwen and Key will send me memes about, or they sent me like a meme. It's like, it was like, please thank the chef for me, and the chef is like a microwave. It's the food is so bad. I don't get it. We're doing it in a maid cafe. You're gonna call them Onichan? They might think that's funny. But if you're at a maid cafe, they kind of have to cater to you. They just have to be like, oh, haha, you're so funny. Please tip me. I don't know, actually, they don't have tips, but like, you know, whatever. Even I even know people who were born and raised in Japan and still get treated different because they look different. Yes, yes. Like it's like there's like say you're like white person or like a black person or whatever, completely born and raised in Japan. Like they're more Japanese than I ever will be, right? Like completely raised there. They don't even speak English. Like there's some people who don't even speak English and it's like they're treated like a foreigner just because of the way they look. But that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. That's why like yeah, we always talk about this a lot, but like, you know, obviously Japan is very like highly regarded by a lot of people, but obviously, just like any other country, they have their problems as well. And it's not necessarily like a perfect place, you know? Um at Spoon Deals get Monster and vodka. They have Monster. Checks out, checks out. I didn't see that on the menu, but I didn't look at the drink menu, so you tip regardless. I mean, you don't tip in Japan because they actually pay their workers, you know? Or do they? I don't know. But there's no tipping. But maybe there's tipping at maid cafes. I don't know. I don't know the maid cafe etiquette, okay? They do vodka monster. It's so good. I will not be trying that, but enjoy. Um, they don't like you to tip there. Yeah, they would be confused if you tried to tip in Japan. They'd be like, "What are you doing?" Like, I did an amazing cocktail in London. It was sake, vodka, and pear. Oh, I had an amazing mocktail recently. It was lychee. It was. I was like, I saw on the menu. I was like, lychee. No way. I like a good mocktail because you guys know I don't drink, but um, I think the idea of it is nice. Have you ever had a cocktail pitcher from Spoons before? Don't try it. I wasn't planning to, Alex. I try to avoid consuming stuff at Spoons, okay? I'll just have like water. I will yell Onichan like I'm about to go fight my rival until I can tip if I need to. Why would you fight your Onichan? That means brother. You're gonna fight your brother? What is this? What is this anime storyline? I guess, yeah, you know, your brother could have done, he could have been like a Yasuo Yone kind of story, no? That's probably what Yasuo said to Yone before he killed him. Sorry. So in this game, I go all the time. Your friends has been to spoons about 5 nights in a row. Oh god. I'm sorry, I'm not on the spoon train. I don't like it. I just assume people just go there because it's cheap and it's like casual, you know? Um, I don't, do people actually enjoy the food? Because yeah, it's just microwaved. I'm pretty sure it's just microwaved. It was, yeah, if you guys don't know what Spoons is, it's like a chain of pubs in the UK, and like you just go there and it's just like open. You just choose a seat and you like order on your phone, um, and the food is really bad. Like it's like legit, like it's just it's just like it's literally just a micro. Like it tastes like if you took like some food from the frozen section at the supermarket and put it in the microwave and then just gave it to you. That's what it tastes like. But it's like reasonably cheap, I guess, and you could just stay there for as long as you want. So I guess that's the appeal of it. But I don't. But like I don't know. I don't. I'm not a fan of pub food in general. Like a lot of the pub food is bad. Like I also went to that, can't remember what it's called now. I went to like a nicer pub and the food tasted like nothing. Like literally, I got this like shrimp thing and like it tasted like nothing. Like I was like, how can this taste like nothing? Like maybe it tastes vaguely of salt, but like I was like, this is like shrimp. Like there's nothing like it tastes like I could just be eating cardboard, okay? Like I don't know. Nobody goes for food, just drinks. No, people go for food. I see people eating there all the time. I'm sad we never went to Spoons when we met up. But I don't drink, and Jack doesn't drink either. What are we gonna do? Watch you get drunk? I don't want to do that. You sound like a handful. Welcome in, Con. Hope you're doing well today. It's I've been to like Spoons enough. Like I don't really want to go extra. You had to drive home, so you would have just sat there. Wow, what a fun time. Wish you could have driven home. You don't want to see me. Oh my god, everyone. No, you can't because everyone has manual cars. Yeah, also insurance. I'm legal to drive in the UK, but firstly, I'm gonna crash on the first roundabout. Like, what the hell? And secondly, everyone has manual cars. What the hell? Why are manual cars like so common? Alex, is your car manual? You get to change the gears? Like I cannot. And welcome in Nega. How are you doing today? Do you guys not have manual cars? The vast majority of cars are automatic here. Only like weirdos drive manuals. Except there is the Alex car to see that. Oh god. No, I would be a danger to the road. No, I've driven a manual car in a parking lot like one time, and the panic when I was rolling forward slowly and you press the brake. The car doesn't stop when you press the brake. I was like, what? Like that's the point of the brake. Why doesn't it stop? Like what the hell? So I'm not gonna drive a manual car. I'm not. I don't accept this. She can have it. I've shelved so much money because it keeps falling apart. Well, I have a new car, Alex, and it's under warranty. In fact, I'm getting a warranty repair like next week, and it's all covered. So I will not have your car. And welcome in, Sana. Thank you so much for the 42 months. Hope you've been well. I see you're home from somewhere. Hope you can relax now. The only manual cars in the US are classic cars and high-end sports cars, or the people who are like kind of frugal and they want to get a manual car because it's cheaper. But a lot of cars, a lot of models these days don't even have manual versions of them. So it's harder to find a manual car. You practiced drove a manual car and it stalled on a green light and there was cars behind me. Yeah, I didn't drive it. I never drove on the road. I just drove in the parking lot. If the brakes don't work, what did they do then? I think you have to also press the clutch, right? Something like that. Like if you're on a manual car, you have to press the brake. You need to also press the clutch. Otherwise, it won't stop. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. Are you sure someone didn't just cut the brake? No, the brakes work. The brake worked. I was just like rolling forward. That's what it was. It was like the car was on. It was in like drive, whatever. It was like rolling forward. And you had to press the clutch or something like that. Can't relate to the drive talk. I can't drive. That's okay. That's okay. If you don't need to drive, you don't need to drive. You're visiting a friend from uni that you haven't seen in ages, home now, but was still busy with uni things. Fair enough, fair enough. We had a good time. She was stepping on the gas on her brake. I know how cars work. I have a car. But yeah, manual cars are tough, man. Why would you subject yourself to this? Like just I feel like manual cars exist, or sorry, automatic cars exist for a reason. Like we have a technological advancement. Like why would you go back? Like it's like don't even like what is even like the equivalent? That'd be like using like not using cell phones. Like what is the point of that? If you can drive a manual, you can drive an automatic, but the opposite isn't true. And like why? If you don't need to drive, then just always drive an automatic. I feel like manual cars should just die out, you know? Hi alive, you're aim fire cog. Welcome in, fire cog. Hope you're doing well. I am alive, that's me. Automatics are pretty rare here. Yeah, I guess it's just unfortunate. Unfortunate. But yeah, it's I wonder why that happened too. I'm curious about that. Like why didn't you guys get automatic cars? Like what happened in England? Like you know, two people with automatic. Are they really expensive? Like are they too fancy? Like I don't know. Cuz here they're commonplace. Like so I don't know why like the UK manufacturers just keep all manual cars. Like there must be some like historical reason why that happened. You don't know anyone with a manual in 2024. Yeah. That's what it's like in NA. And in Japan too. Everyone drives an automatic car in Japan. When is your granddad under two electric cars? Fair enough. Wait, so your family has like a Tesla, right? Is a Tesla manual? Do they make manual Teslas? The UK loves being different. I guess so. Yeah, they just want to be contrarian. Automatic cars? Brexit is Brexit. Tesla's electric, so no gears because it has no engine. So it's automatic. Like I guess you don't need to change anything, right? I guess yeah, you're a good point. I never really thought about how cars work. But I guess yeah, when you're changing the gear. Look, I have an automatic, okay? I don't know how these gears things work. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. And welcome in, Casey. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm recovered from my illness. Hope you're doing well today. You have a new Tesla, you don't have to do anything? Yeah, that's good. That's good. I would love to have a self parking car. That'd be nice. I'm better at parking these days, but yesterday I was trying to park in my mom's garage and there was a guy like in their garage like working on like doing some like woodworking or something like that. And I like started my approach wrong to back in. Like usually I just do it first try. Okay? But like this time I did it in like 6 tries. I was like looking at this guy. I was like, please don't look at me. Like I promise I'm normally good at parking, but like I can't. I'm sorry. I messed up at the start and it's not good. It was a bit embarrassing, but I don't think he was looking at me. You have a bike? Car gears look like bike gears. Yes, I do know that. I just didn't think about it in the moment. But yeah, that makes sense. There's no gears on the Tesla. You need a self-parking car. You can't park. You have to pay $100 per month. $100 per month for the self-parking? That's not worth it. That's so stupid that there's subscriptions now for like car stuff, no? A rare instance of Alex explaining just one else how something works. Yeah. We feel better, 100% better. Thank you. I'm on my way. I'm like 95% better. He was watching the whole thing. Oh no. I'm sorry. He could just pretend he didn't see, you know, for my own pride. Well, it's not self-parking. We also get full self-driving, but it's not in beta, so it's not perfect. Oh, okay, well, that's a better deal. That's a better deal, at least. But, like, if I'm getting a car with certain features, I feel like I should just... I'm already paying, like, a bunch of money for a Tesla. Like, why do I need to pay for a subscription on top of that? I feel like I don't like that. But, yeah, I can't wait for self-driving cars. Because I don't like driving. Like, I'm fine with driving. Like, I've accepted it now in my life, but like I don't like it still. Like, even if it's like really rainy or something like that, I get a bit nervous. So I think like when we have full self-driving, I'm gonna be very happy. Also, I'm like kind of congested. Speaking of kind of being sick, I'm gonna go blow my nose. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Mallow Mart in the meantime. Give me a few minutes and I'll be back. I will decongest so I don't sound like this. Hire me with your driver. Well, only if you're cheap. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. I feel a bit easier to breathe. Although, like, I feel like when I'm so congested, like, I feel like you can like feel the back of your throat is like so like mucusy. Like, it just feels wrong. I don't know. And welcome in, Alexis. Hope you're doing well. Take the opportunity to take your leave and organize myself some nutrition. Okay, enjoy your food, Alex. Enjoy your beige food. Alex is not gonna hear this insult. They're already gone. You need to find a husband and he can drive you around places. Or I need to get really rich and get a driver. If I was really rich, I heard that insult. Oh, you heard that? It's not even wrong. It's just facts. You're always listening. But yeah, like if I was okay, if you were rich, for everyone, what would be like the first like service, like rich person service you would get? Like for me, it would be like one personal trainer, which is like kind of already have, and two driver. I think I would definitely get a driver. I think like if I was gonna be like real rich, some guy would just drive me around in like a fancy looking black car or like a SUV. I don't know. But yeah, I would do that. I would do that way before I get like a personal chef or like a um personal assistant or anything. I don't really need an assistant, honestly. So yeah, I think I would get that first, driver. I think it's like a cleaner, but cleaners aren't even like a rich person thing. Like a lot of normal people have cleaners, you know. They're pretty like reasonably priced. Like they just come like once every week or two. Oh, you're back. I'm back. How unfortunate. A friend? Do rich people buy friends? Is that how it works? I didn't know about this. I guess you could buy you didn't mean it like that. What do you mean? um what else? What's another rich person purchase? Like I guess like first class flights. I don't think I would I guess I would get first if I was really rich, I guess I would get first class flights, right? But I don't know. Um You give money out to people, and if you wanted anything, you buy it from me. Can you buy me a personal driver for the rest of my life? Thank you. You in time to stop spamming emos. Oh, right, right. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think actually I don't even think personal trainers and like the rich person thing, you know, because like for me, spending money on like stuff that's good for my health is like good. I might actually join the gym club. I know we have some gym rats here in our chat. I might join you guys. I don't know. I don't know what the best because I heard the best personal trainers are like not the ones that you just get at the gym, right? Because the random people at the gym, it's like they could be like very unqualified, right? Um so like I don't know where you get these personal trainers that are not. I guess they have their own like gym, like they have their own like setup or whatever, like a like maybe they have like a studio or something like that. Maybe that's what. Because I feel uncomfortable going to someone's house. Even if they have like a pretty decked out home gym, I'd feel a bit unsafe, especially if I don't really know them. So I don't know what the best way to do it is. I'll have to look around. People from my hometown are famously cheapskates. I'd struggle to find a first class seat even if I was rich. Just seems so wasteful. I mean, yeah, it's really expensive. But if I was so rich that that amount of money didn't really matter to me, then I guess I would. Because like, why not be more comfortable if you can completely afford it and that money is like a drop in the bucket kind of thing. You would pay for it too and pay off your mortgage. I don't have a mortgage. That's okay. This offer sounds strange. I don't want it. I'm just gonna live my own rich life, okay? I may not be first class affording, but I live pretty comfortably. I can buy all the Lululemon I want. I'm happy about this, you know? I can top up on Genshin. No. I was actually recently feeling like doing some shopping. I was like, oh, I want to do some shopping, but maybe I should wait till I go to Japan because I might buy some stuff in Japan. So maybe I should just wait for that. You can buy Lululemon and go to Canucks games. That's all you need. Exactly. Like I'm a tech employee. I'm fine. You know, I really can't complain. You know. I was like, I want to buy some stuff, but I don't want to buy Lululemon. I don't think I have any Lululemon needs right now. But maybe consider this. I get a personal trainer. I'm gonna need more gym clothes. It's time. I need to go back to Lululemon. Like I'm gonna need different gym clothes because like you know like maybe the gym outfits are different than the Pilates outfits. Like, I can't wear my Pilates socks to gym class. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. But yeah, it's I'll see what I can do about this. But I'm gonna be away a lot. I'm gonna be away a lot in the next few months. So I don't think I should. If I decide to do personal training, I don't think I should start now. I don't think it's the right time. And that's not even like a cop out, okay? That's not even like a cop out being like, oh, I don't want to. I'm not gonna do it now. Like I just think it's just like would be a bit annoying because I have to keep canceling classes, you know. But yeah, it's but something I do want to, something I've been considering as well. Especially because you can't really like, it's gonna be like raining a lot in the winter months. It might be cold. It might be hard. But like, I already have Pilates on Saturdays. I guess I just have to do like a far away day, like a Tuesday, and then have enough time to recover in between each one. You know, Tuesday might be ideal. Because then I have until Saturday to do Pilates. Actually, I was talking to my instructor recently. My Pilates instructor, she used to work out every day. Like she would literally like go to the gym every single day and work out. And that's because like especially like she was working as a Pilates instructor, right? So like her job was fitness as well, right? So she always did that. And then I asked her recently because like she recently got like a 9 to 5 job as like a graphic designer. And then I was like, oh, do you still work out every day? And she was like, oh no, I can't now because like I'm working. And I was like, you know what? I guess that's just how it is. No, like if you have a full-time job, then like it's hard to work out. Like working out every day would be quite tough. No. So she says she does like 3 days a week, I guess, which is pretty good. We take walks every morning and afternoon. That's great. Walks are so good for you. Make a schedule. Yeah, I think having like a habit, like a schedule, is a great way to do it as well. But yeah, she was like lamenting about that. She was like, yeah, I can't, like working out every day is a bit much, you know? Especially like sounds like her job is quite busy. Like she had like some crunch times and stuff like that. Um, and then she said there was like weeks where she was working so much, like they're making her work like crazy hours and stuff like that. So when that happens, like it's like you gotta choose. Like you have time after work. Like, do I want to like spend time with my family and like she has a boyfriend. Like do I want to spend time with him? Do I want to spend time with my family? Like and or do I want to work out? When you work around 10 a.m., work out at the gym at 5 a.m. I mean, yeah, if that works for you. Um, Different schedule for everyone. I don't think I'd ever do a before work working out because I work at 7 a.m. But I think it can be nice sometimes if you like wake up and then like especially I work at home, have a nice Pilates time on the mat, and then get some work done. Maybe it would be like better. But I can never. I have to get into the schedule. But like what am I trying to say? Like if I could never get myself into the schedule of waking up at like 6 a.m. You mean workout in the afternoon? You said gym at 5 a.m. You mean 5 p.m.? Um, yeah, but you can also do the afternoon as well. But whatever, like people have different whatever. Like some people like working on the night, some people like working on the morning. Whatever works for you. I think the best schedule is one you stick to. Like I think like not overreaching with your schedule. Like if I was like suddenly like, hey guys, I'm gonna work out every day. I'm gonna work out 7 days a week. Like I think that would be a schedule that I'm more likely to break than if I said like, hey, I'm gonna start going to the gym 1 day a week. I think the best schedule is one you can actually stick to, and that seems reasonable and doable, achievable for you. Working out in the morning is just crazy to me. Like people wake up at 5 to go jogging. I don't know. I'm kind of a morning person, so I can see it. I can see it, you know? I, for example, work out in the morning, like at 11. You meaning for my schedule? Oh gosh. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go for the 5 a.m. schedule. I'm sorry. Um, I think getting a bit of a nice stretch slash yoga time, like Pilates time in the morning before work could be nice though. That seems like like successful people morning routine. It seems like one of those things, no? Like, hey, I wake up at 5 a.m. I drink my green smoothie. I meditate. I write in my journal about the things I'm appreciative about. I write in my gratitude journal. Like that sounds like one of those one of those schedules. The like this is what I do every day as a millionaire. But yeah, I'll say. I think yeah, if I want to start going to the gym, like I said, I've said this many times before. I want to get a trainer because I've never been to a gym in my life, and I feel like I just wouldn't know where to start, and I'd be worried about doing stuff wrong. Um, so I think I'd want someone like a qualified person to show me and like make sure I have like proper form, and then I can see about like you know going to the gym on my own, or if I want to continue the training. You know, it's probably quite expensive though. I don't know how much a personal trainer costs. It must be like $100 a session, no? At least like somewhere around there, maybe a bit less. Chat will be your trainer. Drop and give me 10 push-ups. No, I don't think I could do 10 push-ups, man. I'm not sure about this. My back is sore today. We did like back workouts. You know the one where you like have the thing and you like pull like this. I did that. I'm really bad at that one. I have a weak back. I have strong lats, weak back. You could do 10, but you don't want to get too bulky. Yeah, I would like immediately have like massive arms. So yeah, just don't know. I don't want that to happen to me. So no, I'm not gonna do that. All lats, yeah. I'm like a lats machine, fixing my rounded shoulder. Look at this. Oh, next week my instructor is gonna check my posture. So hopefully, hopefully, my posture's looking good. I have fixed my. I used to be. I talked about this before. I used to be bow-legged. Like my legs would kind of turn out, and that's fixed. That's fixed now, and I haven't gone back to that. And I used to like hyperextend. Like I used to like hyperextend my knees, so my legs are like my knees are kind of bent back, and I don't think I do that anymore. But I'm slowly fixing stuff on my posture, but the stuff like the shoulders is bad and the neck. The neck, I feel like everyone has this these days, no? Like everyone kind of has their neck a little bit forward, Because everyone spends so much time on their computer these days. At least I do. Recently discovered that one of my legs is longer than the other. Yeah, that's pretty common though. I think we're generally not like very symmetrical, I think my left leg is longer. I can't remember. One of my legs is longer as well. It definitely causes some. I wonder if that's related to my weird hip pains. It definitely could be. But yeah, I have like one of my hips is like bad. I don't know what's wrong with it. Like I don't know what to do with this information. Like if it always I like whenever I do certain things or like put too much stress on this hip, I always have pain in it. It happens more easily. But it's not as bad as it was before. I think like just having like more motion on your hips, like and not sitting for as long, definitely helps. I think just getting up and walking around a lot more, not sitting so much. Because I literally like sit on my butt like all day. So if I just get out and like do stuff, then it's better. You always lean on one side. Yeah, I think I do as well. Cause like I work out at this computer that my PC is at. So usually my laptop is on this side, and I kind of push my keyboard to the side, and I like work here. So maybe I'm like my desk, like my chair is not directly in front of my laptop, so I'm like leaning on the side a little bit. I think that's possibly why my left hip is worse. Um, but I'm not super sure. Because before I would have like a problem where like, say I would sit cross-legged, right? You go to sit cross-legged, and then the motion of like tilting my leg like this. Oh my god! Like sometimes, like in the past, like when it was really bad, like it would hurt so badly to do that. I couldn't do it. Um, I know it got very bad in that sense, but it hasn't been like that for like a while now. So I think it's like maybe like a year now. It got a lot better. So I guess it's like improving, but I'm not sure. I think it's still very um it's I still have to be like careful, I guess. But I don't know the best thing to do with like I don't know what to do about it. like it's kind of hard to stretch it, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, well, I'll see. I'll see. I used to do like I have like my like massage ball, and I always roll on this like on my hip. And I don't know if it was helping or hurting. I have no idea. But I do love this massage ball. Recently, I have like shoulder pain here, like here. I have too much fabric here, but like that's nice. I don't know what causes it. I don't know if it's sleeping on that side or I have like a bag that goes like this, but it's not very heavy, so I don't know why it would cause shoulder pain. But I'm not sure. It was suspected for a while that you might have scoliosis. Better go to the chiropractor. No, I don't know. How do you get that diagnosed? Do you go to the doctor? Do they do like a skeleton? Like it's not a skeleton. Sorry. Do they do like a X-ray? I guess you just have to like probably just doctor and physio maybe. Or can it be fixed by physio? Or is that like one that needs um is that one that needs surgery? 'Cause that would suck. You walk in place in front of the PC, it helps you to not sit on your butt all day. Do you have like a walking pad? Or no, you just walk in place. It helps not to sit on your butt all day. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Do you have a standing desk? Is that why? I do think sometimes a standing desk would be nice. But people do say like better than a standing desk is just like actually just going on a walk, like just walk around, get up more often instead of a standing desk. Because you're still stationary in a standing desk. But some people get there's like walking pads. It's kind of like a treadmill, but you just walk. Um, but like that can be helpful too. I was looking at standing desk for a while, but I don't know. It seems like a bit of a hassle. I have a lot of cables. There's a lot of cables that would need to handle being able to rise up and rise back down. Um, but not sure, not sure. I do have an ergonomic chair, which probably helps. But I think I just need to get up more. I need to have more because I do Pilates, but Pilates is like strength training, right? So you're mostly like still doing like some sort of like motion. Um, so I think I need to just do more like walking. Yeah, some probably cardio. Cardio, like both those things together would be good. But yeah, I don't know. You don't think it's fixable, but you can wear like a harness or something. You sure targeted exercises help. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess you don't know then. You should go to Pilates. They'll tell you everything that's wrong with your posture. You get that at the treadmill walking counter for Pogo. Yeah, maybe I need to get into Pokemon Go. Maybe that's the solution. If I just get into Pokemon Go, can you like pitch it to me? Like I've played it a little bit, right? I do have it on my phone currently, because Jack was like, yeah, you know the story. He traded me the Gigalith, and he didn't get it back. um, but I just don't. I just haven't got the appeal. Okay, but like we went to like this park that has like a loop. It's like a loop around like a lake. It's literally just like a big loop. Oh my god, so many people were playing Pokemon Go. There was like people like meeting up playing Pokemon Go. I was like, I guess this is the spot for Pokemon Go. Like, that's crazy. I guess because it was like it's just it was like a nice long path in a circle. I don't know. It's just fun to catch Pokemon. But I don't get that appeal, man. Like when I play Pokemon, I don't want to catch Pokemon. I just want to catch. I want to catch exactly 6 Pokemon that I will use on my team, and I don't want to catch extra ones. So maybe I'm just not cut out for Pokemon Go. You know? You just have a really addictive personality, so you're deep in the rabbit hole. I don't. Maybe this isn't the right thing for me. Maybe I just need to like listen to like a podcast. Maybe I need to get into a good anyone know any good podcasts? Like maybe I need to get into a podcast and just walk around listening to the podcast. Maybe that would come, but like I feel like I don't live in a very walkable area. Like I feel like I live kind of near like a big road and there's like lots of construction all the time, so like it's not really like the most walkable area. I don't even know where I would walk around. Isn't it? Yeah, maybe I just need to go on the treadmill, and I'll just walk slash run on the treadmill. But I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And welcome in, Lo. Hope you're doing well today. If books could kill is a good one. What is it? Is it about books? I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Yeah, I mean, I like a good video essay. Video essays are essentially podcasts, but I used to listen to podcasts a lot when I would commute to school. I would listen to a lot of podcasts. But now I don't listen to much because I don't have a commute anymore. So I kind of lost that time where I listened to podcasts. Um, it's about airport books, basically pop sci books that purport to tell you how society or money making works. Oh, and it's like critiquing them. And welcome in, Rain Check. A few months ago, you went to a popular area of San Francisco, and so many people were playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, I've definitely walked around. Like, do you ever like walk around a place and then you look around and you're like, especially in the height of Pokemon Go, you look around, you're like, that person's playing Pokemon Go. That person's playing Pokemon Go. Like you just see it. You just know they're playing it. You know. Um, it's ripping them apart. Oh, that'd be interesting. I love ripping up. I love critiquing people who are like scamming, who are um, like who are like purport like just saying like just nonsense, like fake science. That's exactly how I felt. It's dope that people are still playing, but it threw me off. It's still popping off. Yeah, I don't know if it went through like a lull and then it became popular again, or if it was just consistently very popular. But yeah, people are still playing. It's still quite popular. But like that's crazy because it was like I remember I played it like was I still in high school? Like it's been around for a while. It's kind of crazy that it's still like that. Like surely you're tired of throwing the curveball and catching the Pokemon now. No? Like, how many times have you done that? You must be tired. Even though the game is a laggy, buggy mess. Oh no. Yeah, I only did like the raids here and there. Like that's the only thing I did recently. Like Jack would trade Pokemon on my phone or something, and then like he's like, I just need fodder for the raid. Can you just join the raid and tap the screen? I was like, okay, I'll just join the raid and tap the screen. But like I didn't really like participate, you know. I was just all my Pokemon died, and then I entered again, and then all the Pokemon died again. You've got 90,000 Pokemon. Yeah, yeah, that's a lot. That's dedication. But I guess Pokemon Go you've like stuck with, you know. Remember you had that like Marvel Snap phase, but I don't think you play it anymore. I haven't heard you speak about this. But Pokemon Go has stuck with you, you know. It's like it's a long term relationship, you know. Yeah, it's I'm definitely not a. I don't think I have anything like that where I've like really stuck with it. Because even like Animal Crossing, I stopped playing that after a while. And for me, like Stardew Valley is one game kind of like that. But I have like phases. I have like phases where I play it a lot, and then I have phases where I don't play it a lot. Now that I think about it, I kind of want to play it. Stardew Valley's good. Should I get back into it? um, but it's I don't know. I don't think I have anything that's so long term like that. I was never even like a Duolingo streak person, you know? Like, no, I never, I never did that. You quit Marvel Snap. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now you can dedicate all your time to Pokemon Go and school. Pokemon TCG Pocket is coming out soon. You might get that fan. Yeah, I don't know much about the TCG. Like, I know it's like a thing, but like, I really don't know much about like. If you ask me like what the rules are of like Pokemon TCG, I would have no idea. Like Pokemon Go for over 3 years now. Yeah, it's a long time. I don't think I have anything that I played. I mean, I guess I've played Genshin pretty consistently for 2 years now, or is it 3? When did I start? No, I think it was 2 years. So I guess I have that. You learn the rules of Pokemon TCG by playing Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. That was in a while ago. You still remember all the rules? I've never been like a card game person. I think that comes with my like I'm not a big fan of like strategy kind of games where it's like, oh, okay, wait, like I need to think like 3 turns ahead. This person's gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'll do this, you know? Because like I could do that, but do I want to? Do I want to pre-compute everything? No, like I don't want to do that. Like the way I play Pokemon is just like I see super effective. I mash that button, okay? Like I'm not using protect. I'm not using like I'm not swapping out my Pokemon. I'm just mashing that super effective move, okay? But I don't play like competitive, so that's why. Because I'm obviously not. That's not good. You just started playing it consistently. TCG or Pokemon Go? You're full on card game. You played Magic and Hearthstone for years. Yeah, I am not. It's never been my thing. Yeah, I think it's just like that kind of strategy aspect of it. I know Genshin at the TCG just well, and I know League of Legends at the TCG, but I think they're canceling it. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's never been my thing. I like some kind of strategies. Like I like resource management. Like if you give me like a roller coaster simulator or something like that, I do love that. I love a good resource management. But I don't like strategic as in like you're playing against an opponent. That's never I don't know, it's never really appealed to me personally. But I also don't play many games where you play against a real person. I usually only play like PvE kind of things. So it's a bit different. Your Duolingo streaks are so inconsistent. Yeah. I mean, I never really got into it. I never really got into Duolingo, but I never really had a language that I wanted to learn. So I never, I guess that's probably why as well. Valve tried to make a Dota TCG, but it flopped. I mean, yeah. It's too bad. I mean, I think the League of Legends ones are like fairly successful, but I think it doesn't make a lot of money, so I think they're gonna cancel it. But the arts and like they redesign a lot of the champions because a lot of the champions are kind of old, and they do a really great job. So I do like that. And there's a lot of lore. There's a lot of lore in Legends of Runeterra. So I guess that's good. But yeah, it looks like it's like they're not supporting it as much, and they're probably gonna end it, I think. So I guess maybe TCGs just aren't as successful. Thing with TCGs is they already know how to play Magic, the biggest and most popular TCG, so why would I bother learning another one? I don't know. I guess they might all have their own like quirks and different play styles. I don't know. I don't know I don't know enough about TCGs, obviously. But you did play Marvel Snap, so you did learn how to teach stream. It's never been super into those games, but I mean I was talking about this recently, but like there's a lot of games where I like just can't get into it, you know? That maybe I'll just for me it's like a very specific intersection of things that make me enjoy a game. Like I think obviously like the type of game, the genre, um the quality of the game, and then stuff like more like atmospheric stuff, like the character design, the music, the world design, the how it looks, like that kind of thing. And I do like different games for different reasons. I like a good story game. Um, but in terms of like gameplay games, I don't know. Because I feel like I'm just kind of inconsistent. Like I do like Souls types games, like I liked Elden Ring. Um, and I do like the gameplay of like Dark Souls, except for the dungeons. And I like Breath of the Wild. I like exploring, but sometimes I don't like exploring because in Elden Ring I did not like exploring. So I really am a mystery to myself. Does the vastness of a game matter or the right clickiness? Yeah, it shouldn't be right clickiness because it's too hard to get into. Like the controls shouldn't. Okay, that's another thing. The controls shouldn't be too hard. As someone who's not like a born gamer, you know, who started gaming very late in life, the controls should not be too hard. That's a whole thing. Wild Rift movement clears League all day. Yeah, I agree. If I could play League of Legends with a controller, which would be like blasphemous, I'm sure, and I could just control like a joystick kind of movement, then I would 100% do that. Like I would be totally fine with that. I don't see why not. I feel like that'd be like criminal. I don't know. Welcome back, Alex. But yeah, so yeah, you guys know like yeah, I haven't been streaming a lot of games recently. I don't really play a lot of games recently. I only play games with other people, and it's like it's not even a lot of times it's like I wouldn't necessarily play this alone. You know, like I would if I don't I haven't really played. I can't remember the last game that I've like. The last game I properly played, I would say, is Elden Ring. Like I don't think I've really like gotten into a game, and like properly played through it. You made and scanned a roast. Nice. You mean microwaved? Oh my gosh. Made you not many games is my favorite streamer. Yeah, I'm just not much of a gamer recently. I don't know what happened. I mean, um, even back in the day, like I guess I would just play a lot of Breath of the Wild. I play a lot of the same games. I play like Breath of the Wild, Pokemon. I just played a lot of Breath of the Wild, honestly. You played Alden. Thoughts? I really like Elden Ring. I was not like I said, I didn't do a lot of exploring, but in terms of like the bosses and stuff like that, a lot of bosses I really liked. Some of them I didn't like. There's some bosses that I did not enjoy fighting very much. Like Morgott never sits right with me. He's too fast. He's like his attacks are too delayed. You know, I had a lot of problems with stuff like that. You know, like I was like, it's a bit annoying. Some of them they move so fast. They attack like 40 times in a row, and then I can attack. I'm like, when is it my turn? But there's a lot of really great boss fights in there, and I love watching Elden Ring. I haven't played the DLC yet. I've watched the entire DLC, but I'm personally still on Mesmer. I just haven't touched it in a while. Like, I think it's hard. I'm scared. um, you only stream Genshin? Yeah, currently I only stream Genshin in terms of games. But Genshin is my cozy game. Genshin is like my comfort game, okay? And it has gambling. What more could you want? No. Roast dinner? I thought you said glass of wine. Oh, so true. Yeah, I just stream Genshin and I stream yapping. I think I've found my place, honestly. Like I've said, I've been through lots of eras as a streamer, you know? Not unlike Taylor Swift. No I'm kidding. But yeah, I've been through lots of eras, and I think I was always meant to be a just chatting streamer. Like I just feel like it's my calling. Um, even when I was playing games, sometimes I would be like, guys, like I would start my Breath of the Wild stream at like 12, right? And then I would be still chatting at 2:30 p.m. Sometimes that happened. So like sometimes I would start my stream with like I would start on this screen and I would just talk to people before I start the game, which is quite common with streamers. But I would talk for too long. So I think I was always meant to be a just chatting streamer. I'm just saying. And I feel like I feel very comfortable in this era, you know? You should do an eras tour. It was what were the eras? Um the Breath of the Wild, the Breath of the Wild Challenge Run era, Pokemon Challenge Run era, the variety games era, um, and now the just chatting era. I don't know. There's probably some other era I'm missing out. Made you extrovert with chat? Okay, I always say this. I've said this many times before, but I'm a very introverted person, but I'm very outgoing. So like I would say like I need a lot of alone time to like recharge, right? Which is like kind of introversion, extroversion, right? But I'm very outgoing. Like I've never been shy. Like I'm not shy. Um, and yeah, I've never had a problem like, like in or like I've never been like scared of like social situations or like talking to people or anything like that. Um, and so yeah, so I've always considered myself quite outgoing, but I'm definitely introverted. There's so many bots today. I don't know, but they're all getting caught by the ban evader, so they're not showing up in chat to other people. Only we can see them. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen this, but there's been like 6 of these like best viewers or cheap viewers bots today. But they all getting caught by the Automon. So that's actually good. They're all getting flagged. You've had 2 eras, before Bear Down and with Bear Down. You could also consider that an era, yes. You had 2 eras, one was a week long and the other was when you knew me. Fair enough. That's a very short era. I guess I also had my pre-affiliate era, but that's also very short. That was like Miju figuring out how to stream era, you know? Oh, I also had my Just Dance era. We can't forget the Just Dance era. We need a Miju Banhammer emote. I do need some new emotes. I actually have a lot of emote slots because they added a bunch, like, not recently, like, probably, like, over 6 months ago now. But, yeah, I do need to get some more emotes. Although my emote artist literally came into chat yesterday, and she was like, hey, no long time no see. I wonder if she's still making emotes. I'll have to ask her. Your pre-affiliate era was so short. It was, yeah. But affiliate is not too bad to reach. You could literally have like, for example, like my brother was watching my stream. Like he had my stream on to help me get affiliate, you know? It's like it's not that bad. You had a pre-draconian era, which is crazy to think about. That is true. That is true. Is that Ari? Yes, it's Ari. I think her username is different now. I was gonna ask Ari for some emotes last year and then I just stopped streaming. Yeah, I don't know if she's still making emotes. I'm not on Twitter recently, so I have no idea. I remember. Anyone remember the wanna be famous bots and the boss bots? Good times. Oh yeah, the wanna be famous bots were crazy. You'll check. Okay, okay. I can send you some details as well. I have something. I have something to tell you, but I'll tell you after. But yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, there's lots of Twitch. I guess there's lots of Twitch eras as well. You know, there's lots of Twitch. Twitch has gone through a lot as well since I started streaming. Like I felt like I was pretty new to Twitch at the time, cause you guys know like when I started streaming, I'd never watched Twitch before. I'd only watch like YouTube videos of Twitch streams. I never actually been on Twitch or like watched a Twitch stream or anything like that. I literally made a Twitch account and then I streamed like a few days later after I made my very first Twitch account. So like I kind of knew about Twitch culture from like watching YouTube video highlights of Twitch streams. Like I knew about chat. I knew about like they had like the follow alerts and stuff like that. Like I knew that kind of stuff, but I didn't know too much. Like I didn't know about like channel points or anything like that. I really did not know much about Twitch when I first started. But now look at me. I'm a seasoned veteran. But yes, and then at the time when I first started Twitch, I watched a lot of streams, especially during the COVID times. But nowadays I like really don't watch any. If I find their account for some reason, oh, it's okay, it's okay. Maybe they changed their name, or maybe they just don't. Maybe they just don't do that anymore. It's been a while. But yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had new emotes, so maybe I just need to. I had some emote ideas. What was the emote ideas I had before? And welcome in Gameflux. Oh yeah, it was Giga Chad. I feel like we need a Giga Chad emote. Major expensive. That wasn't one. That's just you. We need one where I'm like holding a sign that says no weebs allowed. I guess I wouldn't say no weebs allowed. That would be too small. I think it should be a weebs with like a X. You know, the circle with the line. It should be like that. And maybe like a chef emote for when I do like cooking streams. But I don't do cooking streams that often. I used to do more. Maybe I need to be like more proactive with the cooking streams, but they're kind of a bit of a pain. They're a bit of a pain to set up. Oh yeah, dancing emote is one of them. Definitely, because I used to do a lot of Just Dance as well. I don't know if I'll go back to it. Just the thing is, Ubisoft. Okay, Ubisoft. Do I need to say more? Just Dance is made by Ubisoft. The game is a buggy mess, okay? The subscription is expensive. They removed all the songs from the subscription and now they're adding them back slowly, okay? And it's not worthwhile. And then there's also like oh, the app is buggy and they changed their app for 2023 Just Dance, and then 2024 Just Dance, and then they removed playlists on a music game. They removed playlists. So I was like, the game is not good. And now they're making a VR game. They're making a VR Just Dance game. How the hell are you gonna dance with a VR headset on your head? Who asked for that? Like, don't Ubisoft, okay? Like, what is going on? I've been watching a lot of videos recently about the downfall of Ubisoft. Apparently, their stock price is like really bad, and their latest Assassin's Creed game is like did really poorly. So maybe the company will just shut down, and then Just Dance will get bought out by maybe a better company. I don't know. Who knows what will happen? We do BRB a dancing. Oh yeah, sorry, I read that. We will have a dancing emote. Dancing emote and a yapping emote, of course. A bald emote will be good. Let me write that down. Bald emote. Because like I feel like I talk about, I always dye my hair and stuff like that, so we could have like a nice bald emote. You burned your tongue on your roast? I also had a roast. I had a Sunday roast recently. Not recently. I had it when I was in the UK recently. And it was okay. It was kind of what I expected. For me, when I see stuff like Sunday roast, I'm like, this is the whitest food. Like some white food is good, okay? Like burgers are good. Hot dogs are good. Like sorry, my brain was comprehending that. And like yeah, there's so much like white people food, and I'm like, obviously there's some good white people food. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm like sometimes I'm like you're missing out. Like I don't know if I'm like just biased, like because I'm obviously not white, and the majority of the food I eat is not white. But I'm like, if you just eat all that food whole life, like it seems like the worst cuisine. I don't know. Um, yeah, no, yeah. Roast is kind of mid. It's just, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it because it's like, it's just like the meat and the veggies and stuff like that. But it just feels very, or like for example, like um, Thanksgiving dinner is good. But that's very white. Like Thanksgiving dinner is so white. Um, you just have to unlearn your appreciation of spices. Exactly, exactly. You just have to only enjoy salt, and then you'll be fine. So I guess it's like, and some of the food I see is like I think British food is the worst offender. It's really the worst offender. There's a lot. Salt is the best spice ever, and you'll die on this hill. I mean, salt is good. Don't get me wrong, but like, if all your food only has salt, like, then you're missing out on many flavors. Me love salt. Yeah, Alex loves salt too much. You never put salt on anything. I think a lot of outside food is too salty. We got judged the other day for putting loads of salt in your McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's is already too salty. It doesn't need more salt. Like McDonald's tastes good, don't get me wrong, but like it's pretty salty. You'll eat it when it comes on it, but I don't add any. Yeah, I don't tend to add any salt or anything like that. It's a bit healthier. But yeah, like a lot of restaurant foods and stuff like that have um like they have like very lots of butter, lots of sugar, lots of salt. That's why it tastes so yummy from restaurants. Like your food's so salty that it makes you thirsty. I actually can't handle when a food is too salty. I actually I have a big problem with that. I think it's very hard for me to eat very salty foods. But maybe you're just not. Maybe you're just like your salt tolerance is just like too high. Maybe you need like a salt cleanse, and then when you go back to eating normal amounts of salt, it'll be fine. You know? I guess it's like a lot of for me, like I also think a lot of Western sweets and stuff like that are too sugary. Like I think a lot of stuff these days is too sugary. You guys like a lot of times like with Asian, like if you go to like an Asian bakery or if you like eat sweets in Asia, it's way less. It's like significantly less sweet than in the West. Um, so it's like I think it's just it's just something just like something you're used to. But if you're in America and you're eating like constant like really sugary things, and then you'll when you eat something less sweet, you won't be like you'll be like, oh, this isn't sweet enough. If you need an all natural salt cleanse from Goop and a jade egg, yeah, that will work wonders for you. I'm sure you should do that. Does she have that? Does she have a salt cleanse? What does that mean? Is there like a candle that like helps you not eat as much salt? Probably. Yeah, probably. She probably has something for everything. You'd be like, oh, like Gwyneth Paltrow, like I have scoliosis, and she's like, oh, try this candle. I'm sure. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe they made fun of Goop on a Disney show, on a Disney Plus show. Do you guys know like she works for you? Like, do you think she just doesn't? She probably just doesn't watch it, right? But someone must tell her, right? Wouldn't someone probably tell her? Be like, hey, like they're making fun of Goop on on this show, you know? But do you think? I guess she might not care. Like, as long as they probably give her like so much money, right? They're like, hey, can you come back and like be Pepper Potts? I'll give you like $200 million. She's like, okay, I'll do it. You know? I'd probably let people make fun of my company for whatever amount she's getting paid. Like, she probably doesn't care at all. I don't know what kind of person she is, so like she must be kind of weird. Like she must be kind of unhinged a little bit if that's her like business, you know? If she really believes in all that stuff. Either she's just like a grifter. It's always a thing with these people, you know? Like it's always like either they're a grifter or they're really crazy. Like either they don't believe it and they're just trying to make money or they actually believe it, which is like I don't know which one's worse. Like I don't know which one's like better. Like I don't know if there is there a better option out of those two? I guess like I guess it's kind of if she's a grifter, I guess it's kind of nice to know that you know there isn't people that crazy out there, but there is people that crazy out there. So like I don't know. She might believe she'll get yeah, I guess so. She probably had more than enough money. Like and I really doubt that like Goop makes more money than like being on Iron Man, you know, like or like being in Avengers Endgame. Surely her company is not. I don't think maybe her company is like insanely profitable, but I doubt it. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, so maybe she just really believes in it. She thinks she's helping people. That's also crazy as well. I've been watching a lot of videos recently about crypto. I've been watching a lot of YouTube documentaries about different crypto things. You know, there's like a lot of crypto scams out there. Um, I watched I watched a very well-made documentary about Sam Bankman-Fried, and I watched a video about crypto in general. Cause like I feel like I had many thoughts about crypto, but I never really like thought very hard about it. You know, I was like, oh, how does it work? Like, what is the model of this? You know, like, but it just I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy that they're just creating. You could just create your own coin out of nothing, right? And then it's worth it's worth what people are willing to pay for it. Because people buy it. Because people buy it expecting to make a profit. But they can only make a profit if other people also buy into it. And I'm like, that's great. But then like I guess a lot of things are like that, but like many things have like inherent value, you know, and not just like it's not just some like ledger on like a database, you know. But I guess like and like I guess technically like but then the thing or then you start thinking deeper and you're like does like the actual money is also like that. Like just like say like US dollars is also like that, but I guess the difference is US dollar is much more stable. It's much more like widely accepted. It's not really you're like you kind of know it's not really like going away, you know. Um so like the concept I get it, but like at the same time it's like very unfounded. Crypto bros are actually dumb. I'm trying to think it's like a pyramid scheme. Like I know like it's not really a pyramid scheme, but it kind of is because like the majority of people buying crypto were only buying it in like a speculative fashion, right? Like yeah, like I understand like technically you could use it as a currency, but no one's doing that. Everyone's using it as an investment, you know? Yeah, and they only get rich if other people exactly. So they can only sell what they have if other people buy it, right? You can only make a profit if other people are willing to pay for what you have. That's kind of a pyramid scheme. Like that's very pyramid scheme behavior. Like it's that's what I was thinking about recently. And it's kind of true. But like you can only just hope that you get in early enough and then you make a fortune from other people buying it. But you could also just lose everything, you know? I don't think I'm gonna get into crypto. I'm okay. I'm doing okay for myself. I'm not I don't have dreams of making it big in crypto. I'm pretty risk adverse personally. I don't even get like individual stocks, okay? I'd rather not bet all that. I only just noticed you need to change the Twitter logo on your stream. Like to like X logo. I'm not gonna do that. Also, why is it that? Because on my it should be like Instagram, honestly. But I don't use any social media anyway. I don't use Twitter. I don't use Instagram anymore. So, and I don't use YouTube. I don't post on YouTube anymore. So really, there should be nothing there. And there's also an empty box for where I used to have sub goals, so it's actually empty. I should just remove everything. I should just remove all this stuff here. None of it's actually doing anything. There's really no point. At least crypto outlived NFTs. Like that's true. That's true. That's better than putting lots of money into NFTs. Mutual funds and EFTs, fog or EFTs, ETFs. Yes, exactly, exactly. Because like, don't put all basic investment advice from Miju. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. If you want to dabble in crypto, it's a bit gambling, in my opinion. Crypto is a little bit like gambling. Don't put in what you're not willing to lose. I was the one who made you download Instagram. That's true. That's true. You were bothering me about this. But you don't even post on Instagram that much either. I kind of just stopped because I was like, I don't know. I just felt like I had better things to do. And I was like, what's the point? Like, I do like posting photos on Instagram because I think like it's fun to come up with like it's fun to come up with photo themes, you know, and take cute photos and stuff like that. But it's I don't post much now. So I was like I was getting tired of it. You post quite a bit, do you? How much is quite a bit? So I feel like you only post every once in a while. You think your autumn post is this seasonal? Do you post like 4 times a year? That doesn't sound like quite a bit. Discord is the closest thing I get to social media. Yeah, I use Discord the most. Once a month, 2 months. That's not quite a bit, man. that's not very often. Because comparatively, you know, like a lot of people post on Instagram like, you know, multiple times a week. I guess sometimes it's their job, you know. It's like fair enough. That's why I didn't say. Oh, that's why I didn't say. Oh, there's a distinction. It's not a lot, but it's quite a bit. I would classify that as occasionally. I would say that. I would even say regularly. Yeah, I think for me Discord is I post photos on Discord and I'm happy. I think like now like even if I do like a Halloween costume kind of thing, I'll just post it in Miju updates. For me, Miju updates can be like my social media, you know, and I won't post useless stuff. I'll just post like pictures of my cosplays or whatever. I don't even post it on Instagram. I just post it on I'll just post it on my Discord. And like honestly, that's enough for me because I don't have like weirdos. That's another thing on Instagram. Always a weirdo in my comments being like I post a picture of myself and they're like, "Wow, you're so beautiful. Please marry me." Or like you know someone being like weird, sending me a weird DM. You know like that like having like a public profile on Instagram. Instagram is like weird people, man. There's so many weirdos. You do spring post, birthday post, summer post, autumn Halloween post, winter Christmas post. As well as anything special like concert night. This is the annual schedule. And hi, bye, Ricky. Hope you have a good nice day too. You post a shirtless pic to your close friends. Listen, just put your crush and his girlfriend on your close friends. Is your crush straight? I can't keep track of your crushes. It is a schedule. Yeah, it's very formulaic. That's a bit degen behavior. Your crush is bi. Okay, at least they're not straight, but they are in a relationship, which is not a good sign. Oh, so it's last year. Okay. You're over that degen behavior. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I just don't post too much on. I kind of just got tired of posting on Instagram. There's nothing wrong with it, and I enjoyed it. But oh, is this the one from school? Is the one we talked about? Is the one I know about? It's from last year. Right? Am I remembering this right? It doesn't matter anymore. You're over him. Okay, okay. You made out with the guy the other night. Yeah, that's good. Good. Moving on. Moving on. Um, what was I? I was reading a Reddit post about a relationship today. Can't remember what it was. I can't remember. It was some like crazy behavior. I literally can't remember now. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I see like some crazy stuff. It's like too many men on your radar. You should make a Google Doc of all your crushes. Yeah, can you make like a spreadsheet? I think a spreadsheet would be good. Oh, I think that's good, honestly, Alex. Like I think meeting new people, having fun, and like obviously for some people meet someone when they're like 15 and then they date them for the rest of their life, and that works for some people. But I think for many people, that's probably like not the that's probably not the it's not gonna it's not you're not gonna it's not gonna result in the best outcome, like because like the person you are when you're like 15 is very different from the person you'll be much later on in life, and you gotta learn. You have to learn, like I think when you're in like your early relationship and stuff like that, you're learning how to be in a relationship. You're learning what you like, what you don't like, and you're learning how to handle certain behaviors or like identify certain red flags. I think having lots of experiences is a good thing, as long as it's safe and healthy. And welcome in, Shikana. Good morning. Did you just wake up again? Did you have another 3 a.m. night? Some of them are more viable than others. Yeah, the 25 is too much. I'm not gonna keep track of that. You can let me know when there's like one. Like when there's one, you can let me know. No, you didn't just wake up. I don't see proof of this. Did you do something this morning? You've been watching Silent Hill 2 playthrough. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Is it good? I remember like their names. Yeah, I was gonna say like I wouldn't be able to keep track of that many people. Like even like I've only used dating apps like one time, and I cannot keep track of more than like two conversations at once. I just and it's too much work to reply to that many people at once. Like if many people try to message me, like I cannot respond to everyone. I just have to pick like one person. you know? I cannot. I am not gonna. I'd be on my phone all day if I was talking to 25 people. Like it would be too much work. You sort of forgot you stream early on Sunday as well because you've been gone for so long. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Um, Chicano's already fled to a gameplay stream. That's true. That's true. He's like, "Where's the games?" No, Chicano loves yapping just like the rest of us. It's pre-recorded. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did see that Silent Hill is out. I'm curious. Or maybe I'll give it a little look. Maybe if I'm not gonna stream games on Halloween. Let's be real. I don't. I already have my October schedule all booked out. Next week we're doing baking stream, and the week after that it's the costume community day. My costume is supposed to arrive tomorrow, so we'll see. The graphics look absolutely insane. Okay, I don't remember Silent Hill being in the Pacific Northwest, so they're coming for you. I don't know the plot of Silent Hill, but they're coming for you. Hey, do Alex cosplay? No. What would I wear? Like, can I borrow your Taylor Swift merch? Like, yeah, just Taylor Swift merch. Oh yeah, when I met Alex, I was like, why is Alex wearing like rings? And then Alex was like, oh, it's the Taylor Swift ring. I was like, what is that? And then like it was like Taylor Swift ring, Taylor Swift T-shirt, Taylor Swift hoodie. It was something like that. Wearing a Taylor Swift jumper right now. Exactly, exactly. I don't know if I don't think I want to do this cosplay. Why don't you dress up as Taylor Swift for Halloween? What are you What are you dressing up for Halloween? You sound like a person that would have their costume ready. Might actually be wearing the exact same outfit. Okay, okay. Taylor has a long list of Starbucks lovers. That's true. Welcome in, CG. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. If it's a reference, I don't get it. I live under a rock. Do you think I could pull off the Taylor Swift era's tour suits? I don't know what that is, but I'm sure you could. Go for it. Isn't that what she says? It really sounds like it. But yeah, so I mean, you have your Halloween costumes now for the rest of your life. You know? You know the tight sequin bodysuits. You must have seen them somewhere. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't live and breathe Taylor Swift like you do. I have no idea what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm sure you'd rock it, Alex. I'm sure you could wear anything Taylor Swift has worn. Unless it's really expensive. Like she probably wears some outfits that are like $50,000. So maybe not that, but I'm sure you could replicate it, you know? But yeah, it's you can have many Taylor Swift themed costumes, you know? Check your DMs. Oh my god. This is gonna be a picture of Taylor Swift. Yeah, I've never seen this in my life. Could I pull that off? Yeah, absolutely. You should wear that. As long as you feel comfortable in. It looks a bit see-through. Is it see-through? Girl. Maybe I don't know. I would feel cold in that. But it depends where you're going, you know? I would dress for the weather, depending on where you're going. If you're gonna be indoors, then it's probably fine. Don't they have the anatomy to wear that comfortably? You gotta follow some drag queen tutorials, Alex. Good luck. I've watched RuPaul's Drag Race. I know what they're up to. It sounds very uncomfortable. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Taylor Swift keeps in very good shape. I've never really like looked at Taylor Swift, like her body or anything like that. I always thought of her more as like a. I always thought of her more as like a. I don't know, like just like. I don't know. I don't. I've never. I feel like I've just very considered her like a very white, I guess, like white girl fashion. I don't know. And welcome in social. Greetings. Hope you're doing well today. You know what's hella weird is I've been hearing the word yapping a lot more frequently. Maybe she started that trend. No, I wasn't even the one who started it in this chat. I think it was maybe Zirconian. But yeah, yapping is everyone's saying yapping these days. So it must have just been spreading around, you know? But I was not the one who started saying yapping. I heard it here first, and then I just started saying it as well. Because I think it's a great word. That's a Gen Z slang I can get behind. I think yapping is a great word. WikiHow. Oh god. I don't even want to know what the I don't even know what the WikiHow photos descriptions up for that article would look like. You're going to a pretty trendy fella. That's true, he is. You co-opted it? I did. I've embraced the yapping. Tell me you can't get behind stigma, Skibidi Riz in Ohio. Not quite, yeah, not quite. But I'm not like a big slang user to begin with. Like I would say I speak pretty properly, you know? But some I just embrace some slang that I find useful or fun. I'm not against slang. I just don't use it a lot. Is there a just yapping category? There should be. They should make a just yapping. I would 100% join that. I would be a avid streamer. I'd be an avid streamer in that category. You speak properly and then just start meowing? Why? But yeah, I'm not. Some people are definitely more heavy slang users than others. I definitely err more on the side of like, I don't speak like extremely formally or anything like that, but like, you know, I would say, I'm less slang. It's funny. Maybe to you. Maybe to you. But we can't. I'm sorry. We can't understand that. We don't use slang, but I don't speak formally. I think I would. I use in terms of like really pretentious big words to like speaking like a caveman. I think I'm at like an 8. You know, like I think I'm at like a 7 or an 8. I think I use bigger words than the average person, but I'm not like anything crazy. Like I think everyone understands the words I'm using. I'm not using some crazy words that like most people don't know, which I think it's pretentious to do. Do you think I know more? Do you think you know more Gen Z slang than me? Yeah, absolutely. We should do a quiz. We should face off on a Gen Z slang quiz. Because I don't. I think you would absolutely win. But yeah, it's a. I'm not very up to date on these things. I share like the weird slang that Chicano uses. I don't think it's Gen Z slang. I think he just uses whatever slang he wants. I don't know. A Kahoot. That's true. That's true. We could do a Kahoot. Dakota is more Pacific Northwest than both of us, and he's never stepped foot on Pacific Northwest soil. That's true. That's true. He needs to come home. He needs to come home to his rightful place. Sure, it's just Chicano. Yeah, I think Chicano has its own slang. Yeah, come home. The closest I've been in San Francisco. That's not very close at all. But I think that's very different culturally than here. You know, I feel like Pacific Northwest has its own culture. You know, and I like it. I like it. It's very not the hipster stuff we're talking about, but like, you know, I feel like people here really keep to themselves. You know, and as someone who's kind of introverted, I don't really like interacting with strangers very much. Which I think is part of from me growing up here. I am a big fan, but a lot of people who move here are like kind of thrown off by it. Like a lot of people who move here are like, oh, like everyone's so like cold, you know? And I'm like, it's just how we are. It's just how we are. Visit Pacific Northwest on your bucket list. Oh, you would love it. It's really beautiful here. We should come to Vancouver though, and not Seattle. I think you would like Vancouver more. But come in the summer. I would say, unless you want to see Canucks. This is the trade-off, right? If you want to see Canucks, you can't come in the summer, which is sad. So, right? So, like, I think, but then every other time that's not the summer, it's kind of maybe rain. It could be raining. That's the problem. And it's really beautiful here when it's nice out. I'm Scandinavian. I'll probably think you guys are too outgoing. That's true. That's true. I think that's I think there's some overlap, you know? Maybe Scandinavians would feel at home here, at least more than any other place. The Seattle freeze, I've heard it called. Yes, I've heard that too. Vancouver definitely has it as well. Dakota doesn't want to see zombies in the Space Needle. No, they're filming The Last of Us here in Vancouver, but they're pretending it's Seattle. There's gonna be some The Last of Us action. Whenever The Last of Us comes out, I can take you to The Last of Us spots probably. If they release the location, the filming locations, I'll find the spot. All I've done so far is eat like 4K calories at Pike Place Market. Delicious. Enjoy. And walk 'em in battery. I don't take song requests, I'm sorry. But the songs are purely background music. We're just yapping. Here's this Until Dawn remake? That game still looks good. Why would they need a remake? Or you mean like sequels and stuff like that? They've released lots of games since then. They had like recently the Quarry, but it's on a remake of Until Dawn. I feel like Until Dawn, I played it not that long ago. It still looks good. The mocap is very advanced. It's an actual remake, it says. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I feel like Until Dawn, they never really recaptured the success of Until Dawn. Because they did like a bunch of series after that. They did like Dark Pictures anthology series. And then they did the Quarry recently, but nothing really hit like Until Dawn. But I don't know. But yeah, I think it would be cool. Once I killed off Freddie Mercury, it was it for me. He was the best character. You can keep him alive. Actually, does he always die? I think he might always die, but he stays alive pretty long. You can keep him alive for a while. But I think maybe he always dies. I can't remember. I don't know if every character can live or die. I remember I made it all the way to the end of Until Dawn, and then there was like a hold still prompt, and it thought I moved, and I killed Sam. I survived like everyone till the end, and then Sam died right at the end. It was so sad. It's too bad though. It's okay though. I got really close to getting everyone out of there. I got Jordan Fisher out of there, I'm pretty sure. So, as long as Jordan Fisher is safe, we can be happy. He's the best character. He was great. Yeah, Josh is great. He's kind of unhinged, but he's great. It's kind of crazy that they had Rami Malek in that, you know? They have some pretty big name actors, though. Rami Malek. They had that guy. You know that guy who's known for having very strong eyebrows? You know that guy? What's his name? He was in Maze Runner. He was in the sequel, the game after they made Until Dawn. He was in that game. They've had lots of big actors. There's lots of big actors in games these days. I wonder if it's worth the budget. I feel like Will Poulter, yeah, that's his name. There's lots of, I feel like it's even, because, okay, I was actually watching videos recently about Ubisoft, right? And like how Ubisoft's kind of going downhill. And like, when you think about it, games these days are so expensive to make. Like, especially AAA games are kind of struggling a little bit. Like, obviously there's successful games out there, but like, a lot of AAA games are really struggling because like, they're so expensive to make. And I'm like, I feel like there must be some sort of reckoning soon, you know? Like, where they realize that they're maybe spending too much money making these games, and it's kind of causing them to not be able to innovate, right? Because like they're just like, oh well, we can't like risk a new IP, right? So we just have to make like we just have to keep making like the same game over and over again, or like very similar game, and not take any risks. And like I think it's kind of coming to a point like it's kind of coming to a point where it's not working anymore, you know? Everything is expensive now, it's almost comical. Yeah, some games are like, oh, this game cost $100 million to make. And you're like, that's crazy. Because, like, you're going to have to sell so many copies. And even if the game is, like, critically acclaimed and, like, quite successful, it's still going to be, like, a financial flop, you know? So it's like, I feel like maybe they need to I don't know what they should do about it because I'm not like, you know, an expert in this, but I feel like something needs to be done. Cuz like I feel like indie games are thriving. They can do so much, right? They can explore so many interesting concepts, and a lot of them are very very well made. It's a much smaller scale. They make games on a much smaller scale, and there's lots of really really great indie games. But I think AAA games have fallen off quite a bit. So and I feel like people are very disillusioned now to many AAA games, right? So it's like, I guess, I don't know where things will go, but I feel like they can't continue like this. Especially companies like Ubisoft, where they're kind of just like, they kind of just make like really mid stuff, you know? But I'm sure like lots of games will still be successful, like GTA will still like, for them that's like a safe as a as a bet that you can make, you know, like obviously it's gonna do well. One player AAA titles are kind of mad nowadays. Exactly. I feel like maybe things need to change. But then every time people are saying like, oh, like Elden Ring will be a wake up call to the AAA industry, or like Black Myth Wukong will be a wake up call. But they keep saying that, and I feel like nothing changes. So who knows? I don't know. I don't know what I'll expect. You know. But $90 for one playthrough kind of turns people away. Yeah, that's true, that's true. And things are very expensive these days. So I think there's lots of options. There's a lot of options for games, and people are more picky because people are more picky now because, you know, things are expensive now. People maybe have less money, and games are expensive. You're just so sick of hearing how games are bad now because they're woke. I feel like I hope that's like a minority of people, you know? Like I hope that's just like an loud minority of people. Because I think games now, they have a lot of, I think the problem is like stagnation, right? Like I think the problem is like no one's really making anything that they're not like, nothing is very innovative, right? I don't think this has to do with diversity. But some people get mad. Some people will just get mad at like a game not having like a white male protagonist. So there's always going to be people like that. The problem is if you try and make a game for everyone and making a game for no one. Exactly. That too. Because of the financial risk. Because the games are so expensive to make. They're trying so hard to just cater to everyone, right? They have to throw the widest net possible. To make the most money that they can, right? But like that's not always the best option, I think. Like obviously, like you want everyone to enjoy your game, you want everyone to buy your game, whatever. But like I don't know. Like I think niche games aren't necessarily bad, but I think companies are scared that it won't sell enough. Silent Hill 2 has a white male protagonist. I mean, that's also like most games do. Like really most games do. But I don't think like games not selling well is because they don't. Like I think if Silent Hill 2 had a female protagonist, I don't think it would be any worse of a game. And I don't think if it's a good game, people will still enjoy it. Like I think, but some people are just, there's always going to be like people being weird, you know? People being misogynist or people being like weird about that stuff. The crazy thing is Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate are right there doing it properly, and the AAA studios refuse to acknowledge that it can be done. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like people say like, oh, Elden Ring will be a wake up call. Like people will see like, hey, you can make like a very unique, you can make a game, and it's not necessarily for everyone, but since it's such a good game, people who might not necessarily have played the game, you know, or like are interested in this style of game, may give it a chance because, you know, word of mouth, people are praising it highly, right? But people said that when Elden Ring came out, and I maybe it's too soon, but I don't see stuff changing. I don't know. But who knows? Maybe I don't know if it will take like a very successful game for them to change. Don't know. Like I mean, Elden Ring is as successful as you can get, kind of. So maybe it requires like a financial hit until they finally decide. But then also like who's out there buying like FC25 or like Assassin's Creed, like whatever, this year's Assassin's Creed game. Like there's still people buying that crap. So like I think like until people stop buying it, then, which is kind of happening. I heard that the latest Assassin's Creed game is not successful. But yeah, maybe Ubisoft going under is a wake up call. Like maybe like success stories are not enough for the companies to try and replicate that. Maybe the fear that the company could also go under, they can lose all their money. Maybe that's the kick in the butt they need to make an actual decent game and for the game industry, the AAA industry to change. all their IPs are mid. Yeah, it's Ubisoft is not great. They kind of they make slop. I'm sure they've made some good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but they keep making like it's like quantity over quality. EAFC is like the biggest scam of all time. It's like €70 for a roster update of last year's game. I know. But people are probably still buying it. Because they keep making a new game every year. People are still buying it. And people are spending and spending on the microtransactions. So, yeah, I don't know about that one. At least stuff like, very uninnovative. Wait, wasn't the thing like the new Assassin's Creed game was set in Japan? No. Was that the game? It was about the Black Samurai. Is that the Ubisoft game, or is that a different game? And then people were like unhappy about it because like they were using like Chinese architecture or something like that. It was like really weird. That's the Ubisoft game. Yeah, that's what I was hearing about. I think they just misstepped multiple times. And also like they just need to stop making the same game. Like A's from Canada, they're infamous for scammers. I don't think they're a Canadian company. Are they? You get constant EAFC ads on Twitch. Oh no. And the new Joker film. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of ads about the new Joker film, but I don't think it's gonna work. Your whole family is big sports people. I don't think they'll ever stop buying the new EA games. Yeah, I do believe that there's lots of people like that. So maybe like they're just gonna keep doing their thing. But I guess Ubisoft could feel the hit, you know? But yeah, welcome in, Stressed. I read a comment that said Ghost of Yotei is gonna flop because it's woke, because that's a female protagonist. Women existing. That's woke. Come on. The game looks sick, yeah. Is that a different one? What is Ghost of Yotei? Is it like Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah, but like looking back at like especially like early 2000s game, like every game had some like white guy, you know, like every single game. Or it's like people complaining about like we've had like 20 superhero movies in a row with the male protagonist, and then they're like there's like one with like a female protagonist. Everyone's like woke, and you're like, really? Like, you good? Like you can obviously like criticize like I didn't enjoy Captain Marvel that much. Like I didn't think it was that great of a movie. But I think that was more reflective of like Marvel's direction like after Endgame or whatever. But it's like it's not woke. Like I don't know. Weird. I think game studies are get too comfy and then start failing, just like BioWare. They had so many hits and then they just start flopping. Yeah. Like there's I think like what I think is like I think quality really like works. Like especially if you're already a big company, like if you make a really good game, I think people will buy it and people will enjoy it and people will play it. And like for like Elden Ring, for example, like people word of mouth, people tell each other like, "Hey, this is a really good game." I think it goes a long way. But there's a lot of games that are like kind of just okay. You know, like there's so many games these days where it's like it's just okay. Like I guess if you played it, you wouldn't be bored, but is it like a really great game? Would you say it's like, wow, this is a masterpiece? No. Like it's really not. It's just it feels like it's so safe, right? And like yeah, like the Corny is saying, it's like it feels like it's appealing to everyone. It's like at that point it's like it's boring, you know? Like it doesn't convince me to spend $90 to buy this game. In Neo, it's feudal Japan, but it's a protagonist, middle-aged white guy. Of course. Ubisoft have been mass-producing mid-soft for well over a decade at this point, yeah. I think they used to release a new Assassin's Creed game every year, right? That's crazy. And I think they kept thinking like, oh, we're too big to fail. People will keep buying it, and I think it's starting to not be true anymore. And I don't know. Kind of like I can see that working with like Pokemon, and it does work with Pokemon, but maybe Pokemon will also reach a point where people are like tired of it. Need to bring back Splinter Cell. I don't know much about it, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think like when it comes to like like the people saying stuff is woke, I think those people are just, they're always gonna be like that, There's always gonna be like that subset of people that are like, raging misogynists. There's always gonna be those people. And I think that's a whole different story. And I don't think that's convincing those people. Kind of like Metal Gear, stealth espionage kind of game. Oh, that's cool, yeah. Yeah, I think stealth games are dying out a bit. Counterpoint, you're super into Pokemon. Your last Pokemon game was Sword and Shield. That's true. That's true. Yeah, but there's always, then again, like I said, like the people who keep buying the EA games, there's people who will always buy the Pokemon game no matter what. Like even if the next game's even worse quality than Pokemon Scarlet Violet, there's gonna be people who will buy both copies, who will buy the box set of both of them, and like there's always gonna be those people. But I don't know how far they can go on that. The Xbox Pros who buy every Call of Duty game, now that's a red flag. That's a red flag there. Yeah, so. But like I wonder like how much they can go, how much companies can survive just on those people. I guess if the subset of people is large enough, they can. But who knows? Who knows? I know exactly what those dudes look like. Yeah, I think I do as well. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like we had a very when their baseball caps backwards. That's true. Or early phase preppers. That's true. But they might just give up very early into the apocalypse because they don't have their Xbox anymore. So maybe that's different. Yeah, I think I might leave it here for today. We had a nice discussion about the gaming industry. I've been watching a lot of videos on this recently, so I have a lot of thoughts, and I've heard a lot of thoughts on it recently. But I think a lot of us who are like, who just want to play, I think a lot of us who just want to play a good game, kind of have the same kind of idea, right? Like, we just want to see high quality, good games, that are interesting and that are innovative. Like we kind of just all want the same thing. Like whether we want like different, obviously different genres and stuff like that, but I think everyone kind of wants those things. And a lot of us are a bit more like not going to accept like a really mid quality game, Which I think is good. I think it's the best thing to do is like not accept slop. Like just don't accept slop. That was a quick stream. That's what happens when you just wake up. No, when you were lying around watching Silent Hill. Let me know how that game is. Like, I mean, it's just a remake, right? So it must be like similar, like in terms of like content to the original. I guess that'd be good. It might be a nice spooky thing to watch for me in October. But yeah, I will leave that here for today. The next stream will be on Wednesday for some more Genshin. There's a new. Sorry, I'm very congested. And there's a new patch, so we'll be doing some story time on Wednesday. Do some Genshin story. But if you want more yapping, that'll be next weekend. I'm planning to do a baking stream next weekend, but it'll probably be on Sunday. Because Saturday's a bit busy for me. So yeah, I think it'll probably be on Sunday. I'm thinking we'll make like pumpkin pie tarts, like mini pumpkin pies, because I still have like pumpkin puree and stuff like that. So I think that's the plan. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. Join the Discord if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.